We did it! God, oh my God. It only took us an hour. Hi, guys. An hour and a computer change. Okay, so happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! We did Disney theme. As if you couldn't tell. So as you guys may notice, we're actually down one Katie. She had a family emergency, so she will not be joining us this evening.
We're down one and we gained one.
And we're down one and we gained one. So joining us this evening is Elle, and she will be playing Poppy, and she will be popping in later.
Do you get DM's inspiration?
Damn right I do.
Why did you say something?
So
I'm too soft.
We'll be hopping into this. This is kind of a one-shot-ish. I made it mesh with the plotline a little. So this is not an entirely necessary episode, but it's gonna be hella fun. So
we're still playing our character.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, I was like, I'm not playing my.
You just roll my character? God, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you knew. I'm gonna.
Everybody knew.
I'm gonna play a tabaxi and gonna be a furry. I'm just kidding. I'm not playing a furry.
Were you supposed to? It's wait, what?
Don't.
Okay, so where we left off, 2 weeks ago, was you all were talking with Gaston and LeFou regarding the possibility of Gaston not being Gaston-ish, maybe? What?
We should have watched this while we were
having we didn't even think about
What's wrong with us?
A lot.
Do you really want to go down that rabbit hole?
Yeah, that's a long list.
That's the stream.
Yeah, really. So what was I thinking? What was I going to say? So we're just gonna hop in from there, and
great plan that didn't work.
We'll hop in from there, and then we'll see how things go, and we'll kind of jump in. So I believe Reza had at last asked Gaston a question.
Yeah, I don't remember what the questions were. I didn't write anything down.
You asked last one was a really good one too. It was something about magic. Or,
I asked
does he
have
magic,
magical, and he was like, no. He's like, yeah,
no,
which is the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
He failed to save, and so did I.
Yeah. Well, he passed the save first, and then someone made him fucking re-roll, and he got a 3.
Well, I also failed to save. What's the point of
Yeah,
that?
Yeah. Okay, so Gaston kind of looks at you guys and goes, if that's all, I think I'm going to go get some food. And he and LeFou kind of make his way out. You and Odell were making a distraction, I do believe.
They're holding what is it? I need a hero. I'm holding out for
The
chick from Shrek.
Yeah, it's Fairy Godmother.
My
natural 20 performance roll.
Amazing. So
that's all I remember. my crappy initial solo, and then my big performance.
Oh my god. So actually, as you guys are finishing up your little flourishy, finishing up your distraction, as you can see, the conversation is ending. Actually, someone who is also from the Hercules world kind of rushes in and is very quickly going over to Odell, specifically, and she stops playing. She obviously recognizes this person. And she goes over to him, and he kind of whispers in her ear for a second, and she gets very serious for a moment, and she comes back over to you and goes, something needs my attention, I'll be back, just don't do anything stupid. And she leaves with the guy.
That's fair.
And so
I need to say that in character. That's fair.
That's fair. Oh, and she also tells you to tell the others that she will be back. That she had some business with her guild. So she's gone. And what are y'all up to?
Emerging from behind the chair, super disappointed that my cool idea didn't work. So mad.
I have one more thing. And I step out of the. Well, I'm assuming the zone of truth is gone now that he walked away. He dropped it. So I follow him. Okay. And I asked him, since I took so much of your time, how about I'll repay you. I know this ritual that will give you a lot of luck for your next hunt, and if you don't mind me casting it on you.
LeFou actually stops you, and he goes, "I'm all the luck he needs."
And they continue
on their way.
We were all just immediately thinking that's so gay.
Yeah.
In those exact words.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with. Well, okay. I guess that's not gonna. Okay.
Actually, in short order, Odell actually returns about maybe 10-15 minutes later and actually grabs you and like tries to find the rest of you, not you, tries to find you all in a crowd and goes like motions you guys to like come here. And she's like outside of the tavern. And so once you all get out there, she goes, "Okay, look, there are a couple things that I need to do with my guild, and I told Ellie this, and I just figured it'd be better if you heard it from me. So my guild needs me to do something, and I need to go and do that. But there's another thing that they were going to actually ask us as a group to do, and I figured, you know, this obviously isn't going anywhere right now. We might as well just take care of this."
Thanks.
Sorry. We might as well take care of this now, and then we can see if any new developments pop up, you know, in another day or two. Because I don't think anything's going to happen in the next, 48 hours. And so, she leads you guys back. She goes, "Look, we need to go through Beast Castle's teleportation circles again. I'm heading back to my home world for a week or so. But you all need to go to where am I fucking notes?
Tell my mom I said hi.
Oh, absolutely.
She has no idea.
No, she is literally just being as kind as she can because she can. Let's see. Here we go.
Is your mom the tree side?
You don't know that.
No, I'm asking out
But
of
yeah,
character.
Yes.
Out of character, yes, but you don't know that in character.
No, I know.
You
say
still
hi
to every tree.
I know, we can.
Yeah, no.
Wave at the
Yeah.
woods was like,
Everyone
hi.
still thinks that Ellie's an elf.
So Odell is heading back to Oros, but she tells you all that you all need to go to the universe of Hillamont, which the
That would be me.
is that food?
That's probably food.
Amazing.
Walk the dog. Continue, I'm listening.
No, you're good. And the Leon teleportation circles actually will get you there, and you don't have to travel very far at all. Bless you. So, Clacky Dog.
Oh shit.
Hello, Clacky Dog. We have a new final boss.
She's staring at me from under your chair.
A hole in her.
Oh, okay.
Let her go.
You can let
see
her
what she
go.
does.
I'm gonna grab her.
She's still staying.
Come here. Well, now she's confused.
You bad girl. You're so bad.
What a little menace. Hey,
So we'll just say for brevity's sake that you all make your
do
way.
that.
We do that.
University of
We
Mormon? Where?
Yeah, the University of Mormon. What was it that you said?
Welcome to the University of Mormon.
You guys are heading to the New World Universe of Hillamont from the Leon teleportation circles.
Hellamont.
Hillamont. Hillimat.
Okay, I wasn't saying Hellamont, but thanks guys.
Yeah.
You are all such good note takers.
I know, because they know I'll fuck them
I'm
over
a
if they don't
professional.
take notes.
Well, and I know in character we can't call it like Beauty and the Beast world and Cinderella world because nobody in this world knows what the fuck that means. So I'm trying.
This is just how we live our lives.
Well, see, now that we've at least met those two, we can at least be like, oh yeah, we're those people were.
Yeah, Bell's World.
That's what I'll do, because.
We are from that world.
You better know the name of your world. You have to say it's Leon, right? It's Leon, right?
Leon and
Cinderella.
Okay, fine.
We are only humans.
We'll use the universe.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast is Tier. Tier.
I wrote that down.
Oh, I don't need to know that. I'm not from there.
So
I know where I'm from. That's all that matters.
Yeah, no, you're all good. So the teleportation circle that you all are going to be taking is going to take you to the Not the world, but it is a town called Nolans. And y'all are going to Nolans, Nawlins. And
I wonder where that is.
who knows? Who knows?
Oh, I see it on here now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are going to
I
go
was
to
like,
Nolans.
I was looking at the specific worlds and was, or I was looking at the specific like
Oh,
List.
no, I
worlds, and I was like,
I was wondering.
where is this? I know
because-
you're trying to find the spelling.
No, I was wondering because that's a little too modern, so I was like, she's not gonna.
Yeah.
You are.
I mean, you're 2 for 2 tonight.
I mean, if.
You're 2 for 2 tonight.
No, because I literally just thought she wasn't gonna go that modern.
Yeah.
Well, you.
I'm sorry.
I
It's
mean,
Halloween.
you guys.
going to Nolans and Hellamont.
Or you're going to Nolans and Helmont. I'm probably already there.
You are technically already
Yeah, it's on the other side of the street. So.
Oh gosh, I'm cold.
So
I'm
Yeah, that's me. I'm not
Um,
denying it.
and then I probably have the kids' sweet tea. There's like a little baby sweet tea in there.
I'm thinking this is
I'm
my
ready.
Yay! Thank you. Thanks very much.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So you guys, you just hoof it back. Bless you.
Wow.
You hoof it back to Beast Castle. Tell them what's up, and you go through the circles. You part with Odell. She's hopping into the Oros circle. You guys hop into the Hillamont circle, and you end up in the outskirts of the city of Nolans. Except this town, it's not very big. Like it's pretty bustling, but it's not like the kind of people you would really want to spend your time with. This is not a very wholesome
I'm
town.
already spending
We're
time
short.
with people I don't want to spend
Oh, wait.
time with.
Yours is okay.
Yeah, okay, I was like, we're short of chicken.
We're good.
I'm so glad I got to hear your brilliant accent finally.
It is explained to you by the people who are part of Adele's guild. They meet you there, and they explain that there has been a rise of a cult in a town not too far from Nolans, and they'd rather not deal with it themselves. And this seems like something that's more up y'all's alley. So they tell you that the cult is called the Cult of Golgoroth. And it's GOL''Goroth.
I'm about to make a lot of noise really quick.
Okay, go for it. Cool. And it's been bothering a town called Golden Meadow Village, which is about a day's walk southeast of here. You got into Nolans about midnight-ish, so they're like, we'll, because you're doing something for the guild, we'll, you can stay at our temple for the night, and then we'll send you on your way. There's a temple literally across the street from the circle. So you guys can stay there for the night, and you get all your spells back, all your health is back, so restore everything there.
I got my single 2nd level spell back.
Your Zelda
That's the only thing I use.
Yeah, I don't think I use anything.
Or except your undeniable charm and wit.
Yeah.
Except it was deniable. That was the problem.
I was being sarcastic. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yes. I am very, things do not go over my head. I would catch it.
God.
I just
Good.
felt that.
It's just that kind of night.
That was good.
So,
Or a sharp punch.
so you all, the next morning, head out towards Golden Meadow Village. And they actually give you some horses to ride on, so it actually turns into more of a half-day trip. And as you get further and further southeast, it becomes less actual terrain and more swamp. There is a lot of swamps. And there's a lot of alligators in these swamps. And it's just obnoxious as hell. So around noon-ish, it seems very incongruous to have a giant tavern in the middle of the swamp. There is just a giant tavern sitting in the middle of the swamp. And it looks like a very reputable tavern. It's a nice tavern, and it's just sitting in the middle of the swamp.
Who the fuck?
Rude.
What do y'all want to do?
I guess we're going into the tavern.
Let's follow this plot line.
No, hold on. I want to see if there's a police station around here. No, let's just go into the fucking tavern.
Okay.
I need a drink.
You guys go into the tavern, and
This makes me need a drink.
it's like a staffed tavern. Like there are people in there. Like you don't see any patrons, except for one. They're kind of sitting in the corner, not really giving you a whole like grand view of themselves. But you guys walk in, the proprietor goes, "What do you have?"
An explanation?
Good one.
Nothing pretty.
No.
I guess I'm like
this
laughing nothing.
No.
Oh my god. And then you say, "I would like an explanation." At that moment, the person that was sitting in the corner kind of stands up, although there's not much difference between the two. And they make their way over.
Well, hello. I see you've all made it into my establishment. I am 3 foot tall, by the way.
I love you so much. Well, I think you're in a June bug and jumper.
A what? A what? A who and a... Never mind. Well, this is where I sleep at night.
Huh. Do you own this place?
In some way, yes.
And as she's saying this, the whole tavern seems to shift and wobble and then just disappears.
It's a single-use item, right?
Hmm?
It's a single-use item, right? Or are you mending that?
No, it's a single-use item every long rest.
Okay. So, Poppy goes over and I'm picking up a dart off of the ground where the center of the tavern was and pocketing it.
Pocketed it.
I pocketed it, yeah. It's a dart. Okay.
I have a lot of questions.
Is fair, but perhaps maybe I should introduce myself, please. I am Poppy Goldwater. I am a traveling merchant and collector of various fun, interesting items.
You're so cute.
And I can throw you about 300 feet.
Oh, I like her.
It's the highest compliment you've ever received.
Is that just an illusion, or did you pick it up actually?
It is it's an item. So the item allows me to create a tavern anywhere in between rests, in between naps, whatever. So I can create an item, create a tavern wherever with this dart.
So was it like an illusion, or did you like conjure it? What is it?
Make an arcana check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You say he's a big nerd.
Yeah.
He likes big
Oh,
little things like this.
Yeah. Hold on.
That was a nat one.
No, it wasn't. It was a 7.
7.
Never mind.
I'm
not
not
sure.
I mean, with your very strong history in the magical arts, like it's not hard for you to realize that this is what the dart does is the equivalent of the Magnificent Mansion spell. It is an actual place that actually that place legit exists wherever it is thrown.
Wow. Way more dangerous than that. But wow.
The food you eat fills you up, and the alcohol you drink makes you drunk. So it's useful.
Wow.
Well,
How often can you use that?
About once a day. Maybe every couple of days. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Could we buy that off of you?
No, not that one. I was
No.
if I'm not interested in buying anything, but not that one. I'm gonna hold on to that for a little while longer. If I see you again, maybe then.
That's fair.
And y'all make a perception check.
okay.
Not you, not Poppy.
I need to pull up my stats.
that was
For some reason, when you said y'all, I was like, this does not include me.
You
Perception?
20.
All of y'all's? Or
11.
11. Cool.
That's everyone.
23.
17.
Okay. It's not difficult to tell. Like you passed.
Oh, okay.
Despite she looks really well rested, but her clothing and her hair and just everything speaks of almost weeks of travel when she's literally like at this point half a day away from a very large city.
What are you doing in a swamp?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I don't like the word lost.
You're lost.
No, I'm simply taking the long way around.
You're lost.
The very scenic route.
Very scenic.
Do you need help getting back to town? We'll be happy to take you along with us.
A real bath would be nice. The
I'll
town
get us back.
doesn't have hot water.
We're doing something right now. In case you forgot. We are looking for a cult right now.
Well,
I think she was getting food at the time.
Well, the trees can tell us where they are.
The dead ones?
Yeah, this is a swamp.
Well, there
So not all the trees are dead.
Oh,
I lived in Louisiana for 3 years. I know this terrain.
In Louisiana.
God.
I knew it. I was like, Nolan. I know exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
everyone's
obvious.
really delayed.
slow.
We need to find Larkin.
I'm not the last one though. No, I knew it immediately right after she said it.
Okay.
I've been
So
in New Orleans.
so there are some trees that are alive, and yeah, you can totally talk to the trees.
Are you gonna do the voice of the trees?
Please do. Oh my God.
Nolan's accent.
Please do.
Suddenly shoves French fries in her mouth.
Yeah.
I can't talk all
Go
that.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I know. So I'm just gonna like go up to one because I can probably tell if it's alive. And just be like, so we're looking for something.
She's actually talking to the
Could
tree.
you help us find it? It would mean a lot.
Now, sure, sugar. Let me see what I can do for you.
Thank you so much.
So, what are you looking for?
Was it like a cult? Did they name the place or anything? like that?
It's, what is it,
Was
Gold
a
Rock.
town?
No, the town you're looking for is Golden Meadow Village.
Okay,
But
so
the
that's
cult
where
is
we're
Gold
going.
Rock.
It's the cult
So-
of Golgora.
Yeah.
So we're going to Golden Meadow.
And so you asked about Golden Meadow? Okay. The tree's like,
And Gold Rock.
oh, and Golgora, okay. The tree goes, well, I don't know nothing about no cult, but I can tell you that, and I fucking hate that voice. Never doing it again.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You're good at it.
No, thanks. Living in the South, dear God. The tree explains that you're literally like 3 hours away from it. It is not a long journey, and you could probably make it within a day.
And what about Gold Rock?
They didn't know.
Thank you very much. Would you like anything for your trouble? Some water, perhaps?
Oh, honey, I think I've got plenty of water. And you look down, and it's sitting in the middle of a swamp.
In like a
She
forest,
just
like a swamp.
to a tree.
You
How the fuck did you bring this person back?
I don't think you can understand
I'm
me
being
because am I speaking like common or am I speaking
You're
like
talking to a
You're
tree.
talking to a fucking tree is what you're doing.
So
We
essentially,
speak
you're
animally.
casting speaks plants, which essentially means that you and I are speaking common. You speak out loud, and I understand, but I speak into your head.
okay.
So you're literally speaking. She just offered her things to a tree. Why?
The tree should just fucking take them because she deserves it.
So he
They
were very helpful and the town is 3 hours that way.
3 hours.
We could probably make it faster with our horses.
Do we have our horses?
Yeah, y'all have
We have different horses now.
You're-
I don't even remember where her original horses are.
Was I getting that thing I had, the mount I asked about? I can keep track of those.
I would say you probably lost your mount a while ago.
Damn it! I had a dog. I had a dog mount.
That's not very very.
I can be your dog mount.
Yikes!
Yeah, sure. Use your wild shape for that.
That is the weirdest come on I've ever
Okay.
heard.
Stop! I meant to pure.
I know.
Please stop hitting on everything that moves.
I'm not!
So you guys make your way towards the village. Poppy in tow. I assume one of you guys just puts Poppy on your horse with you. Okay, cool.
Okay.
She's tiny enough that it's very easy to just
But I
like.
have a huge backpack.
She actually likes someone.
The backpack is maybe 3 times my size.
Julian still just like picks her up and.
I was gonna say that literally doesn't even have to carry her on the horse, can be carrying her on her shoulders.
Cool.
Like
I'm here
she's
for
the
it.
strongest one there.
I can take her backpack.
Cool. Whatever Poppy's okay with.
No one's
I'm
touching
running, so
that.
I was gonna say
Okay.
No one's touching my goods.
Okay, so you guys.
You always play a character that's got goods.
No.
You play Remy too.
No.
Um,
My
you
favorite
always
person is
play
Remy.
them too. So as you guys make your way, and the tree was absolutely right. You guys actually see a couple signs that point towards Golden Meadow Village, and
We're heading that direction already.
yeah,
it's
you're
not-
there in about 3 hours, just as the tree said.
Weird.
Go ahead and all of you all make a perception check.
Oh, natural 20.
Hell yeah.
So 23, 30.
21.
I rolled a nat 22.
Hell yeah!
Oh, wait, you know what? No, I
Yeah,
have
we're
one
good.
single DM inspiration left.
I
over.
did
I'm gonna
not
use
roll
it.
nat
I
20, but I
refuse to
got
accept this.
Damn.
It's plus 4.
That's perception, right? That's a 22.
Y'all all got above 20.
So
So
I got a 24.
what the hell? Okay.
We're
Um,
perceptive as shit.
Okay,
I was
right
the lowest
now.
and I had it at 20.
So
Yeah.
even in
What's
the
your perception?
That's
I got a 21, so I'm the lowest.
I have a 3 wisdom.
so even in broad daylight, like the trees kind of come together above this town, and it seems just seems very dark and very creepy. It also seems creepy in that it is midday, but there is no one in the streets. Every single building you pass as you walk through is shuttered closed. Everything. As you guys, I mean, y'all perception checks were so high, I'm just gonna give you all the details. As you guys are walking through, you see just dead livestock everywhere.
Yikes.
That isn't so welcoming.
And the smell is horrendous. Beyond that, the town is gorgeous. There are actually apple trees growing throughout here, and they're really pretty, like the golden delicious apples, like they're they're gorgeous.
Ew.
And I don't like them either. but
Objectively the worst apple.
I was gonna say red delicious, but yeah, okay,
Objectively, all the delicious apple was worst.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But other than dead animals and everything seems almost deserted, it's a very pretty town. So, what do you all want?
I'm gonna go knock on any door that's like nearby, like literally any door.
You see a small home just kind of off to your right, and it's shuttered closed.
Anybody home?
You hear immediately, leave us alone, please! Don't take my children!
The fuck?
We're not here to harm you.
I don't know if I believe that.
No, believe me, nobody wants your children. Is everybody all right in there?
Just please go away!
What happened?
Y'all got some dead cows out here. Everybody cool?
God damn it. I'm trying to make it creepy and it's not working.
Okay, you're inserting Julian.
God damn.
Jillian doesn't give 3 fucks about
Alright,
anything.
that's cool. Yeah, they don't respond to anything beyond that. You hear like some muted one first, but you don't really hear anything else.
Well,
I have a feeling that maybe they're all going to be like that. So maybe we shouldn't knock on another door and have people crying all over their mahogany.
You think they can afford mahogany?
I think it's a pretty good
Oh, that's a nice little town.
Yeah.
Should have got nice doors.
So as you guys make your way kind of through the town, kind of see what has happened here. Go ahead. Actually, I'll keep your original perception checks. Y'all were really good at that.
Hey.
I really like that roll. There seems to be a guy in a yeah. There seems to be a person in
Oh
a
god.
A dude.
a dude.
A guy sounds ominous.
Oh, you're
a guy.
Excuse me, a bro.
Oh, of course. You see a number of Beta, Kappa.
standing at the end.
Exactly. You see a theta chi.
Get back, Satan!
No, you see a member of Pike.
Oh god. Anyway, you see a hooded figure carving something with a very sharp instrument onto the walls. But like it's not elegant, it's not slow, it's very aggravated and violent. And as you guys turn around, what appeared to be a black and white blade is actually part of an arm that's been cut off, and the bone has been sharpened. And he was carving on the wall.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, I meant like I'm asking the dude.
Yeah. Oh.
This is so violently scary. Are you mentally stable? Do you talk? We're here for you.
No, I'm straight up asking the dude.
I have on too many pairs of pants.
He doesn't answer you. He doesn't answer you. He just keeps carving.
That was painful.
How close are you all getting?
I mean, I'm getting pretty close. I'm not.
I was gonna say we're
here.
probably all walking up to
Well,
him.
I have my hand on my axe.
I'm staying a little
But-
behind everybody else, making everybody else approach slightly.
Yeah, I'm
closer.
going like I don't care.
Oi, good old
Yeah.
friendo! You are literally the only person we've seen up in this town, so if you'd say something, it'd be greatly appreciated.
So he turns around and you notice not only that his arm has been like degloved quite literally and sharpened into a point.
It's a bone?
It's bone.
Yes.
It's his arm bone has been turned
Delicious.
into a spear essentially.
Okay.
And then you look at him and he has one eye, but it's incredibly bloodshot, and the other one has been gouged out, and a goopy like blue liquid is trailing out of it.
My good friend. You
That
look like
was-
you're having a really bad day.
I don't know about the arm thing, but I might be able to help with your eye.
He doesn't answer you. Again, I'm rolling with y'all's perception checks because they were so goddamn high. It's then after he turns around, you kind of like look at the big picture and you notice a whole bunch of very, very old arcane symbols, like you wouldn't even know what they are. And then the head of a frog with no eyes.
I'm not from here, but I wouldn't know anything, right?
No, you would not.
I asked because I'm old.
Yes. Let's see. His face, when you look at him, it's sliced as if someone came at him with a razor. Just kind of cut to ribbons. But he doesn't seem to like notice that he should be in pain. Like that's just not a thing he's paying attention to.
He hasn't said anything, right? Does he acknowledge us?
He gives a second. He's kind of like staggering. Okay, all right. I'm gonna make a Kingdom Hearts reference. You know how some of the Heartless kind of like stagger?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
I think we should kill him.
And as soon as you say that, he goes, sacrifices for the Golgoroth. And you all
Okay.
Do we need to make room?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me throw a trash.
Yes.
We'll pause for trash.
Yep.
Pause for trash.
It's your
Thank you. The fork needs to go in sync though.
Wow!
Wow.
I rolled a nat 20 the first time. I rolled a 3.
Oh god.
I'm going last. Damn it! Do you roll lower than a 3?
I rolled 8 plus 3.
3 plus 3, so it's a 6. What do you have, Jess?
A 3, so a 6.
All right.
Who's deck?
Do we need to roll
They have
again?
the
We have the same
So
deck.
yeah.
Do you want to roll again to see who's
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Oh, I need a mini, I guess.
Yes.
So
I
hold on.
brought my entire thing in
I
there.
have some minis in
I have my own.
Okay. So then you're going and I'm going.
I'm
Yeah.
behind everybody.
I don't know where we are.
Oh no, I meant
Oh,
this. I
okay.
have 13 total. I'm behind
Let me get my
everybody.
little cultist dude out.
This is why
You have a cultist
I do
dude!
have a cultist dude.
That's delightful.
I have a guy in a hood if you need one for
I think
anything.
I brought my cultist dude. Yeah, this will work.
Two-top vest is so tight that I'm so warm.
The warmest.
Right, yeah, I'm really
I wanna
toasty.
taste these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
marshmallow.
I just realized based on how these are standing, this could totally be Vex and Vax.
Oh, I've seen those. They absolutely look like.
Oh yeah, I have these. I have that one. The top one painted.
Hang on, let me show you.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that we look closely, that it's got
Yeah.
blonde hair.
And I
This is
said
our
that I
cultist.
was like
Go
walking
ahead
right up
and
to him.
stand right here.
Oh, we're okay. So
And I'm not far away either.
she's like
Yeah.
here.
I don't put me somewhere.
I swear, guys, we're gonna get a camera that shows the map at this moment in time. Maybe we'll possess one because I do not have the funds to get one.
L?
Maybe I'll get one for Christmas.
Okay.
Yay jobs.
Yay,
Like
jobs.
that close?
Or lack thereof.
Okay.
Yay jobs soon, maybe.
Hopefully.
I love how I'm like right by his like hand thing doing this, so it's like his bone hand is like coming at me. Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
Well, he is a member of
April. he is a Theta Chi, so you know.
Oh yeah, I need to look up what.
Okay, let's do initiative. 25 to 20.
Oh, hold on.
Did you roll?
Nat one!
Hey,
I got last!
5.
I'm still not last!
Amazing.
No. What did you get?
16.
Okay, yeah, she's the first one of us.
Okay, cool. Because he rolled a nat.
I rolled a 13. It wasn't even
You
that
rolled a
great.
nat 20?
I rolled a 10.
Fuck off.
We determined that the sad noises on this soundtrack were terrible, right?
Yes.
Wait, is that the guy?
No, this
No,
is the
that-
guy.
Oh, okay, we got that close to him?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
But
no,
then-
y'all
this
got
is
pretty
me.
close.
I was
Yeah,
saying
I wouldn't have gotten that close to him. I mean,
So 25 to 20 was the highest number?
I guess. I'm a
I
ranger.
think
I'm not
you
gonna get
say
up and
maybe
close
5
to them.
Lessa?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because
I would not be getting up close to people in general if we're in a creepy town where everyone is terrified.
In fact, Poppy has a strength of 18. So
Amazing.
she's not scared.
Okay, so the cultist
Punch
and
the
then
shit out of
Ellie.
him.
And
Yeah.
her constitution's also 18.
And then Ellie's like, I have no reason to be scared. It's just a dude.
Cool. So after Ellie, so she got a 16, so I guess 15 to 10?
Me, 13.
Oh, man.
I didn't even
I
roll
need to
that
love
high.
her now because I've been doing portraits for everybody. I've still got these
You
two.
can use
10 to
tile
5?
references, it's fine.
Okay, so Elle and I both got 6, and then we rolled again, and she got a nat 1, and I got a nat 2. So I go, and then she goes.
Okay. And then she goes, okay, so
God, we're all so bad at this.
amazing.
After her.
When have I ever been good at
I rolled a 19!
I rolled
Wow.
really high with it.
What did
When
you
have I got 13 this time, but when have I ever, I rarely did double digits for initiative.
They're literally
You-
falling like leaves.
Did you forget, did you forget the last game where I was bottom around basically every single time? Yeah.
Okay, so the cultist is going to go first. And he, actually, do you mind moving that? Because I cannot
Oh, yeah.
see.
This was holding it down.
Yeah, no, you're good.
It doesn't need, no, it's cool, it's cool.
Yeah, y'all got hella close. Awesome, perfect.
Awesome, we're gonna fucking die. I wanted to see the goop in his eye.
So he is going to take his spear arm, and he's going to go for who's closest? Sure, Poppy. Why not?
All right.
He's gonna make a melee attack against Poppy.
All right.
I'm gonna try and hit.
That is swinging speed, so you can.
Fucking number 2, nat 20.
Okay.
This
Wow.
is my favorite die.
Well, then that hits.
Okay, and then it's not that much damage. It's
And
just
I can do swimming speed now.
You can.
At level 4.
he does 2 points
I
of
can't
damage to
decline
you, Poppy.
So turning into a giant eagle would be useless. I would just be like hopping.
Like a giant chicken.
You're gonna do it.
So after him is Ellie.
Okay, I'm going to be shaped into a dire wolf.
Okay.
That wow.
I have a wolf mini if you want to use it.
Snorf.
Oh,
I have this one that works.
Sure, that works.
It's not a wolf, but
it works.
and I am going to attack. Yeah, so I'm going to bite, and I don't get multi-attack in this one. Actually, I'm going to turn into a brown bear. Can I scratch that?
Sure.
Because I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, that's
I actually have a brown bear one, so that works.
amazing.
Anyway, okay, I'm going to attack, and I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
I get a bite and a claw.
Okay.
11.
11 does not hit.
That was 12.
12 hits.
Okay. Alright, so that's my claw attack, so it's 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
That is a 12.
Okay, 12 points of damage.
It's not that one. It just gets loud every time it's quiet.
Yeah.
You actually, no, he's fine.
Okay. Is he wearing armor?
Yes, he is.
Well, clearly it didn't help his hand.
Like, I'm sorry, is he wearing metal armor?
No.
Okay.
He's definitely
I have a
wearing
more
leather.
specific question.
A more specific question.
Yeah, I didn't ask it right.
No, you're good. After Ailey is Reza.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
First one is a like 9, I think.
Okay.
I don't have my. Please switch. No, it's an 11 actually. Wait. Yeah, it's an 11. And the second one is a 19 on the dice. Okay, so it's 9 damage.
All right, he actually goes down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
That was anticlimactic.
I know.
I'm V-shaped.
That was your choice.
I know.
I
I thought he was gonna be tougher.
he's just a cultist.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, he's already got like an eye gouge
It's
out.
fine.
Okay,
I can retain the shape for like 2 hours.
Actually, you're out of active combat, but I'm keeping initiative rounds because about 10 seconds later, you hear more sets of footsteps.
Oh,
Well, I was
no.
gonna say,
So
so
I don't
in the
regret
10 seconds, Poppy's gonna take a little glass vial she has and scoop out some of that blue goo.
Okay,
long
where
as
are
it
they
doesn't-
coming out
As
of?
long as it doesn't first burn a stick, like she's gonna test it, make sure it's not like acidic.
It doesn't burn a stick, but I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Where are they coming out of?
I'm glad I
they're
have
coming
a
around from the
plus
other
1
side.
wisdom. Well, with 16.
There they are.
You're fine.
Oh, he fell down.
So I don't regret. I
Yeah.
don't regret.
Okay, good.
He fell down again.
Just put him.
Mother bitch, would you just stay?
Where did we come from? Did we come from?
Yeah, you came down there.
It was empty time.
Okay.
I'm gonna come from
Yeah.
my broken heart.
So
Can I take him
Yeah, you
off?
can take him off.
I'm just wondering, theoretically, would I know that I can go this way, or like?
I mean, with your perception check, yeah.
And we've been walking
Okay.
through the
And you've been
town.
walking
Yeah.
through
Okay,
it, so
it's
yeah,
mostly
I'll say
geometric.
you can.
Okay.
You hear 3 more,
I will move
and
forward, though.
these 3 are just as bad as the others, those of you who can see them. 2 of them are actually chained together. One of them has a chain around his neck, and both of his eyes are gouged out. And inside the blue, you actually see something swimming.
Weird.
Ew. I can't see that, but
Can you get more
Yeah.
circles?
And as you look, and this is as you see them running towards you, the one that's chained, his fingers are all off except for the bone, and his fingers bones.
I thought it would work. It didn't work. Ignore me. Keep going.
His finger bones have actually been sharpened into tips.
That's hot.
And then the one leading the chained cultist, he is wielding a sword made entirely from bone. It doesn't look to be his. But
Thanks for making that.
yeah, well, I mean, at this point, I kind of do have to clarify.
Yeah.
He has a sword. Do any of them have on metal armor?
No, none of them have a metal.
Are none of these little mini? Just let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure.
So
So around this guy's neck, the one that's leading the chained one, is a string of frog skeletons. They've been sewn together. He also wears a painted wooden mask that looks like the face of a frog. And then the third cultist is using a blood-stained flail, which the head of the flail is a skull, and embedded into the skull is a whole bunch of teeth. And as you see the cultist running and screeching at you, you can take a good guess as to whose teeth it is.
It's Gorgon. Watching those again.
Oh God. So they all come
So much
running at you.
I've been listening to my phone, so.
Yeah.
So they're all gonna roll initiative. Please let me roll well. I've rolled 2 nat 20s.
I know. Please let
Let
me
me know.
God.
Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna go second to last still. Sorry, let me.
See which of these was the third one.
Well, not that one.
I got this one. One of them gave, like, I rolled them earlier and like got like 2 9s, 2 10s, and like a 6 or something. And I would actually,
Okay, I'm actually gonna take this off because I can feel it squeezing my tattoo.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, absolutely. So where were we in the initiative order?
Whoever's after
Yeah, resident.
Jillian. Sorry.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna charge right up to this first dude.
Okay.
Oh, it's just all my movement. Oh, which one is this? Which one of
This
these
is the one that
horrifying
has-
things that he has?
This is the one that has the teeth embedded flail.
Cool, lovely, great, because that's a thing I want to see. Okay, I guess I'm gonna attack with my short sword. I have it written down here that I have an extra attack. Is that a paladin thing? Because I didn't put any context
Yes, that's a paladin.
Okay, I'm just making sure before I do this. Okay, I'm gonna try to attack.
Have a dog.
Oh,
Final boss.
6.
It's the gold girl.
Oh, it's a 20 total.
20 total. Cool.
I
Yes.
assume that hits.
Yes, it definitely does.
Okay.
They're only wearing leather armor. They're not well protected.
Okay, it's 4 damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 1, I'm a d6, but I'm gonna attack him again.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I really love antagonizing small dogs.
You're good. I do it to her all the time.
Oh, you're gonna come and blast with her then.
Lost her mind.
Do you already mark it down?
Mark what down?
Damage.
I got it.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
No, you're good.
Mine.
Ooh, that's even higher. That's a 22.
Nice. Yes.
Now I'm rolling better.
Yes.
7 more damage.
She is.
I think she wants to kiss people.
Okay. After Jillian is the cultist with the sword. And he, because he is dragging the person with the chain, they have slower movement. They can only go 15 feet, but it still should be enough to get to you, Jillian. So,
2, 3,
Yeah.
the cultist with the sword is going to take a slight swipe at you. So you can decide between slice and swipe.
slice. A slow wipe.
Swipe.
Swipe.
Mm-hmm. Swice.
Can't have those.
That's what Elder Emma says.
Twice.
Swipe. Take a swipe.
Does
Does a 17 hit here?
No, it does not.
Shit. Okay. Okay. And that's all he can do.
Is this your first time seeing me turn? No, you saw me turn into a wolf. I was like, is this your first time?
We've all seen you transform.
Twice. You didn't see me.
You
turn
guys
into
have
a cat.
I still just don't
Yeah.
know your tree.
Yeah.
After sword cultist is Poppy.
You didn't see me.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna move a little bit closer,
Okay.
but I'm gonna throw my axe at Jessica.
So that's the one with the flail.
Yes. At,
Or was that sword
That's
guy?
sword
That's
guy.
sword
So
guy.
again,
Okay.
he was dragging his
Yeah.
friend.
yeah, I know. I had my. I had. It's right. Okay. Yes. This is the deck. This is for +7 total. Yes. So 20.
It hits.
20 something.
Yeah. No.
A lot.
You literally need to hit a 12 or
I was
higher.
like sweating. Like I would have to do math on camera.
It's a signature L roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
23.
I don't know.
I will forever hate that number.
I don't know, Kate, does a 42
Okay,
hit?
so 1d8.
God.
It's 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, so it's 12.
And that was sword dude?
Yeah.
Was the dude dragging his friend along?
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to make the axe reappear in my hand. Cool. And then I'm going to. I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay.
Which is like 3 darts.
Yeah, they just hit.
Yeah.
Unless he has shield, they just hit.
Yeah, they just hit him. Go ahead and
Yeah,
roll
so
your.
3d4s, and I want to hit all of them.
Cool.
I have mine out.
Oh, you so one hit each.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm gonna hit all of them.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh wait, I have a sound effect for that.
4, a 2, and a 2. So I'm gonna say that the one that I hit already is gonna be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
No, the one
gross
behind
one
him
is-
is 3 points, and the other one is 3 points.
The first one is arrow and flesh.
Yes, and basically you need to play that every single time I shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, just get this roll. If you miss, I can hit arrow and whip. you put this in my first? Or at least on top?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Actually, does it start turn?
So after
Do you want first?
after Poppy is
Camille.
Camille. Yes.
Finally.
Yep.
Okay.
You go.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. I already counted there.
You
if I don't-
actually don't know anybody's there around the corner.
I figure if y'all are shooting at
Yeah.
things,
All right. That's fair. Yeah.
Oh, it was just her.
At the very
You
least,
just
somebody
saw
like running.
You
Yeah.
saw me throw an axe and make it reappear.
All right. Cool. That works. That's fine.
You saw Julian move forward.
Okay. Pretend she's facing the right way.
No, you're fine.
And the only guy I think I can see is him without getting Julian. So I'll just go ahead and shoot.
Because that's for the
Oh god, last time I played we were doing Battle Royale. I don't remember what I can do. Hold on. Can I shoot twice? I think
What
that's a later thing.
architect did you take?
Hunter.
Here, I have them.
Did it say extra attack?
Yeah, I don't think I do yet. I did when we were, yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
You get extra attack at level 5.
Oh, we are level 5. Okay. I wonder why I don't.
You get it as a
It's
ranger.
literally the last thing on my list.
You get it as a ranger, not
That's what-
because of yourself.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was that because I was a ranger, I just didn't know if it came now. So I will go ahead and hit him twice.
Okay.
First one is 13.
13 hits.
Okay. So I'm doing one by one because they're fairly weak.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a +9.
Dang.
I have a plus
And
7.
oh wait,
I have
that's a
+1.
D10. Sorry, I need a D8.
Okay.
I was like, how did I roll a 9?
There it is.
9.
Cool. 9 points of damage.
And then I'll hit again.
Hit again. Same guy.
Huh?
Same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the only one I think I can see.
Yeah.
Unless I can see over you.
Nope.
But
Nope.
her.
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought-
so like if I can see over her,
Yeah,
then I
yeah,
can see that guy. But I'll just hit the same one. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you can see over me.
That hits.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll damage.
Excuse me.
I think I'm not doing math. 10.
10. Okay. He goes down.
Cool. The other one.
that one.
This is one. Yeah.
Which one was that one?
That was the guy with the teeth in his flail?
Yes, that was the flail.
This one? Okay.
That was teeth flail.
That was teeth. Okay.
That was fleece.
Fleece.
Please.
R.I.P. Fleece.
That's me.
Okay. And is that your whole turn?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. After that is Ellie.
Alright, I can make it. I'm going to go to that
This is
far guy.
there's a wall here, by the way. So
Well, I have 40 feet of movement.
okay.
Yeah, she can make it around.
Maybe like three
I'm
doors
a
big
bear.
guy, but yeah, you're good.
All
You
right.
can probably, it looks like a fence. You can probably jump over it.
Yeah, honestly, probably not very high.
You can probably break it.
That was
Barrel through.
a 24.
That would be considered
Yeah,
rough
that
terrain.
That hits twice.
And then for the second one, I can't believe I moved pages. Okay, there.
Write your stuff in your notebook.
I have a lot to write down.
Yeah. You have a lot of notebooks. Have a notebook for your B shapes.
God, so many notebooks.
18.
18.
for the second.
18 hits. Yes.
So for the first one for my bite attack, that is 12.
He's dead.
Oh, well.
Take pictures.
And then print them out and then tape them in your notebook.
See, this is why I was like,
And then-
I wanted to
So
check
I'll
the
do
things
my
like
other
that.
attack to the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get 2 attacks on my turn, so I go for it.
Yeah.
A
Nine.
while out.
He's dead.
I was
Doesn't
gonna
make
rage, but
total
I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Violent out.
Okay, so as you all, you know, it doesn't take you very long to take down these cultists. They were mad and crazed, and they obviously they were very easy to take down.
Did you prepare speak with animals this time? It's been a full day.
Sure.
Okay. I was like,
I literally did not even think about spells because I didn't even know what I could make to attack. So sure.
Cool. You can communicate. Maybe don't use a spell slot on talking to Ellie. You can just turn back to the person.
Well, you can
Maybe
do it as a ritual, I think. Maybe.
That takes 10 minutes. You want to sit here with cultists right now for 10 minutes so she can talk to you and you can be a person.
Well, yeah, but I can be a bear for 2 hours. I
Okay.
always want to make you shape.
So what do y'all want to do? You have a bunch of dead cultists in front of you.
Does anybody else want to come running out from any other corners?
Silence.
I want to look at the one that
That's what I
has
fucking
eyes
thought.
gouged out.
Well,
Yeah,
couple of them.
I'm
couple
pretty
of them
much
I
gonna
gouged out.
immediately
The
move
one with the-
bodies.
The one with the thing.
Okay, the completely blind one.
Yes.
Okay.
Poppy's gonna chop off one of their arms.
Okay.
Oh,
Which one?
Just one of the ones that's been turned into a weapon.
Okay, that would be
Do the
either
stuff
have
arm.
the completely. You can have the original cultist that had his whole like his arm bone was turned into like a shard essentially, or you can go to the completely blind cultist whose fingers have been turned into claws.
That was actually cooler.
I'm gonna do the claw one.
Because you can just cut off the hands and that's a lot
Unless
less to
anybody
carry.
has any problems with me just cutting his arm off, I just want to get a look.
Go
The
for it.
inside.
Sure.
All right.
I was looking at his
Okay.
face. So
We'll just say you.
Gonna
you
have
cut
my
off his arm.
rats like it's claws.
Go ahead. So who's investigating completely blind cultists?
me.
Okay, just you. You're just gonna.
I'm doing.
I'm cutting off his arms to look at his blood.
Oh, okay. His blood's normal.
I'm investigating the
Their
first
eyes
one.
were-
we killed.
Their eyes were.
I'm still a bear.
Okay.
Just
Sniffing.
It's
I have the same voice.
it's a cultist. Like he's just missing an eye. There's a very strange, like vaguely coagulating, like blue,
I
um,
hate that one.
liquid kind of seeping from his eye. Reza, I need you to make a nature check for me.
Oh, I'm not good at nature.
I'm great at nature.
I'm not good at nature. No, I'm not good at nature or
Can I
women.
assist?
What'd you get?
13.
You passed.
Oh, okay.
So you look at these sockets and you look at it and you're really looking at it like you're kind of hoping it's not what it's looking like it is, and you actually realize that it is a giant frog egg.
That's exactly what
Oh, so some of that goop that I collected earlier.
The object that was swimming in it though is gone.
Where my mind went is disgusting.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell us about this?
Do I notice
Yeah.
anything different?
No, he's just a cultist. I'm really surprised y'all aren't looking at the third cultist.
I'm
Or the
probably.
other.
I was looking at the. Yeah.
Okay.
If
I'm
I'm
looking in the eyes.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Poppy's about to chop off another one's head. is what
Okay,
happens.
cool.
If I don't notice anything on the first one, I'm gonna go with the others.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm literally just gonna
Poppy's
look for
just
anything
trying to
valuable.
Cool.
Yeah, Poppy's trying to see if she can make any more like blue goop
Okay,
a
cool.
bigger.
So
I don't know why she's so into that.
is
It's during
anyone,
the time.
is anyone investigating the one with the mask?
Yeah, I'm going to go look at him.
I'm literally just gonna go through them
Everything?
looking for anything valuable.
I'm gonna look at the.
But
after
I
look
don't
at the-
know
the eye-
anything about weird, creepy shit, so I don't care. Y'all
Yeah.
You're
go.
not here for the goop.
After I look at the eye line and disgust myself, I'm gonna look at the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other.
I'm not even gonna vocalize what I thought because I don't want to be first. So
You guys notice that this mask actually has magical properties to it.
ooh,
Who wants to?
Oh.
Me.
I'm gonna pick it up. I said I was looking at it. I'm picking it up.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and read it
that
out.
was Poppy's about to jump up and grab it.
I'm investigating the general
If you're
area to
not
figure out if there's
careful.
like a little
And then I
door
hold it here.
or
Yeah,
like
you-
a tunnel or
so
something
pop-
that they came
So I'm
out of.
like hopping, trying to grab it out of Rezo's hand.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay. That's a 20 total.
Okay.
Oh,
There
that's-
is no tunnel or anything.
Damn.
Sorry.
Where the hell did they come from?
You notice anything else on the
Oh,
other
that's
ones?
cool.
Not necessarily just items, but like anything about them.
They have like this blue seepage. Actually, yes. Looking around, as soon as Reza actually turns away and he's like holding up the mask and he's looking at it, the cultist that he was just investigating starts to thrash.
Ah!
Like,
Kill it!
Okay, Poppy's gonna cut its head off.
It continues to thrash and the skull starts to bulge. And
I back up.
And then there's a loud crack and a giant frog pops out of his
I'm
skull.
going to smash the frog with my claws.
As soon as you attempt to do that, a door to one of the houses flies open. He goes, "Don't kill it!"
Okay.
And Why? You all see an older, round-bellied man. He stumbles out into the streets. He has a wash basin in his hands, and he runs over to the creature. We need it alive if you're going to defeat the beast. He cries as he throws the wash basin over the frog and prevents it from escaping.
Oh, okay.
He goes, "That is assuming you're here to kill the Golgoroth."
Yes.
Sure.
Because this is her first time. It's Poppy's first time hearing about the Golgoroth.
Sure. Other than the shouting about it.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, was that a frog?
Yes.
It just came out of that fella's head.
Yes.
A frog.
And then Allie's just like,
Alright, I'm caught up.
I'm still a bear, so I can't like talk.
The man introduces himself as Hal Nilo, and he is the mayor of Golden Meadow Village.
What a pleasant job. Oh, sorry, I just fucked with your camera.
His
What's the
town
dude's
If so,
Oh,
then you
Hal,
signal
H-A-L,
me or whatever,
and then Nilo, N-E-E-L-O-W.
Oh, no, but like,
His
what?
town,
Like, if that's
Hal
something that we
Nilo.
would-
Hal Nilo.
H-A-L.
Like my
Hal.
sister. Hal.
N-E-E-L-O-W.
Set up a signal. But, you know, it's
The
so
signal
fun, so.
is this.
Okay, it is.
What I meant.
Yeah, tell me while we're having this serious conversation that Ellie is actually doing that in the background.
No, this is her signal for when she needs to cast speak with him.
How are you going to do that as a wolf? How are you going to do that as anything but like a bear?
Hey. Hey.
I'll probably get it. If you're
The-
flailing around.
Tap her foot.
Yeah.
Like gently but tap her foot.
Okay. Fair.
Just be like,
Honestly, it would have been Ellie's thing to like overcomplicate it to begin with.
Yeah.
true.
So Nilo explains that his town's actually been under siege for a few weeks now. His own townspeople, who he completely assures you would never harm anyone, they began wandering off into the woods in a daze and coming back as these horrendously savage monsters that can no longer even be called human. When they first started returning, they seemed off and not like completely out of their minds. They weren't slicing off their own hands, or they weren't sharpening their bones,
As people do.
as they do. But they did try to recruit others to come with them, and a few people followed. Later on, they returned more violently, their minds just completely withering away. They demanded new townsfolk go with them or face the consequences. And how, I mean, he's got a boot planted over this wash basin as he's talking to you guys, like making sure it's
I'm going
there.
to turn back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try talking to the frog.
Okay. The frog doesn't answer you. It's completely silent. It doesn't say anything. Nilo goes on to say that the people of Golden Meadow, they fought back the first time they came. 5 men ended up dying, and another 4 were dragged off into the forest. The man with the bone claws, who no longer has bone claws or hands, bye-bye. He goes, this is Jeremiah Merrill, and he's one of the people that was taken in the first attack.
Poppy looking uncomfortable. She just like desecrated these bodies in order to science.
He doesn't seem too perturbed by that. I mean,
The people of the town are too terrified to really do anything now, but he's seen this happen before to one of them, the whole frog thing. The frog hopped off into the forest, going back to its mother, he assumes. So he goes, I suppose that's why it's better to keep it alive, so I guess you guys can follow it to the
Is
Golden
it
Rock.
like a magical frog or is it a regular frog?
It is a, did you ask him that?
I mean, if I can't like tell, then yes.
So Nilo lifts off the wash basin, and the frog is already twice its size.
Put it back.
And then it immediately starts hopping
Put it.
away.
See, look what you did.
And then I'm just like kneeling over, like, come on, you're doing such a great job.
How Nilo and just goes, that frog's gonna be your best bet. that frog's gonna be your best bet up against the Golgoroth.
Then why did he let it go?
No,
You gotta follow it.
he says to follow.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I was like,
No, he tells you it's going back to the Golgoroth. You should probably follow.
Wait, you want to give us some bread or maybe some potions or something to take with us since we're going to be fixing the problem in the first place?
Sure. He gives you 3 days worth of rations.
Us, like all together or individually?
Individually.
nice.
Okay.
You're welcome. And he doesn't have any healing potions because he was trying to use them on his town.
Then give me your shirt.
No?
I can make it into bandages.
We have plenty of bandages.
Well,
He actually does.
I just want to see if I can get a shirt. That's the way.
He goes back in his house for a minute, and he comes back out with actually a healer's kit, which gives you advantage on medicine checks, and it's like a first aid kit.
Well, let's go follow the frog.
Y'all make a
Already
perception. You were already following the frog. Okay, so you weren't waiting for Poppy to get all her shit out. Cool.
No, Poppy was just.
So the berry's a lot easier to spot.
No, I'm not a berry.
No,
Well, I
she's
imagine
everything.
the big titty pink-haired girl would be pretty easy to guess.
You just be quiet here, just
She doesn't
bling.
have like that big of a
Yeah, she
berry.
does. Have you seen the picture of her? Have you seen the picture of her?
Also,
on
you
Instagram?
always talk about how she has big boobs.
No, I said she shows them off. So like,
No one with small titties shows them off. As someone who has big boobs,
she's not human.
Anyway.
What does that have to do with her boobs?
Well, I mean like different standards.
Anyway,
Now I
so
feel like I
as
need to edit her picture and just have like giant anime.
God. So as you all start to leave, Milo actually gives a description of the Golgoroth. He says it is a frog the size of a large wagon. There's nothing but empty sockets where its eyes should be. There are 4 massive tentacles that extend out of the back.
Hold on. Large frog. What size?
Size of a large wagon.
Large wagon.
Yikes.
No eyes.
No eyes, just empty sockets. 4 massive tentacles extend out of the back, and they lash out wildly.
This doesn't sound safe. This doesn't sound PG.
And then spikes of bone run down the length of the spine. He calls it a creature of the nightmares.
Spikes of bone on back. I hope I understand what my shorthand means.
And then,
You're cold?
Yeah. and
You're
then
not sweating to death. Drink more alcohol.
you'll be fine. Drink more alcohol.
No, you'll warm up faster. That's why I'm hot.
He'll also, I guess he tells you, Poppy,
Okay.
since you're the last one there, he tells you that the town wizard, who's named Syrith, Syrith, he left to try and take down the Golgoroth, but he never came back. He was a very strong wizard, so him not returning means the creature is either very powerful or Syrith is still out there and he's just lost. And then, and then he'll tell you, Poppy, because he assumes you're part of the group. He goes, if you all can do this for me, we can offer you all. I was meant to cosplay the Red Queen, y'all. He offers the party 300 gold. A magical.
not part of the party. She can think out for herself.
Well, of course, I wasn't to say I wasn't following Elia. I don't care where Elia is.
Okay, cool.
God damn it, go away.
He also offers you all an heirloom of the town that's been the shining honor of the town for centuries.
Game.
And you also have the thanks of all the people inside the town.
I'm not coming back.
So like I don't want that. I'm not coming back. So like I mean, okay, I'll take it, but
Gosh, this may be a two-parter because this is. God,
I'm
you might
okay with that, but I'm not dressing up.
Yeah, no. Next week we won't have to dress up. But now that this is like part of the plot,
I don't know that I'm off next week.
okay, that's fine. We can swap you guys out.
I'll figure it
Slash, you can give me Poppy stats and I can.
Great. I think I sent you everything on.
Yeah, you I think I've got everything.
No, you work in the morning with me, remember? Because next week it's the same people that work in the morning.
Oh,
So
I didn't know
I
that.
think-
I actually didn't really look at the schedule.
I can check.
I'm just mad because I don't work expo very much, but
Yeah, I hate expo.
Gross.
I actually like expo because I make more money, and I just get to tell people what to do all day.
So the frog is heading off into the forest
So yeah, I'm catching a lot.
very quickly.
Okay, so Poppy's gonna hightail it. She wanted to ask for a dog to ride, but it's fine.
And now we'll follow.
You can safely assume that if there were any dogs in this town, they have been killed.
Babies. I can't believe you support the abuse of animals.
Disgusting.
It's the second dog death in 1 day.
I mean, this is a horror campaign.
Okay.
Um,
So make sure it's leaving.
yeah, we all
Worst-
do.
Are we all
The
just
worst
changing?
horror is dead dogs. I literally have enough money to take this off right now. So.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yes, samesies. Like, I'm cool. So the frog is hopping. Cool. Are y'all just following the frog?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hightailing it after the frog.
Cool.
Poppy is going to look at Reza finally and just be like, you know, you look a little familiar.
Do I?
Yeah, you know, I didn't see a lot of red people with horns, but I feel like I've seen at least 1 or 2 before.
I mean, I know another one.
You know another one?
My dad.
Your father. Maybe I met your father. Where are you from?
What's that?
I feel like I might have been there. What's it look like?
It's big. There's a very big palace.
Okay.
With rounded tops.
Okay.
Long towers.
Ooh.
The markets have the
Good bread?
yes.
What kind? What's it like? Is it like a little bit thinner?
Yes.
I think I've been there.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so I like to travel and try bread.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I do.
I love that she loves bread.
Do you work in a shop?
I did.
What kind of shop?
Books, mostly.
A bookshop?
Mostly, yes.
With a pretty mother?
Yes.
And a red father?
Yes.
Well, I've been there.
Oh,
They gave me bread. I know it's not a bread shop, but the word is the same in another world for bread, so I just sort of assumed maybe it'd be the same.
mom does make good bread.
Very good bread. Some of the best bread I've had.
Bread slipping.
Weird slip
there.
We talked about Freudian slips. Well,
Theo.
so
Lovely conversation back
I was
there.
about to say, as you all are having this conversation, you actually see that despite the fact that this frog has no eyes, just empty sockets as well, it actually has tentacles come out of its back, and it's completely avoiding obstacles, but you do see the tentacles like lashing out at bugs and like feeding it to the frog as it's hopping along.
Interesting.
You also want some bread?
This entire time, Camille's just kind of had a slightly disgusted look on her face.
I imagine that's what all of y'all look like right now.
No, Poppy's having a good old
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I was like, wow, this is so cool.
So while the town is actually kind of pretty, the forest very quickly gets very gloomy, very swampish. The shadows seem to almost stretch longer than they should. And it's very strange. Like, you know the smell of like dead leaf litter? Like how it's not like a very good smell, but it's not like a bad smell per se. Well, there's not leaf litter here, and there are flowers, but the flowers almost smell bad.
Small.
Do I notice anything about them?
They look like regular flowers. They just don't smell right.
I
You
swear to
also
fucking
notice
God,
that there are
if you
no
start
living
talking
creatures
fucking
here.
flowers,
There's nothing.
I'm gonna drown you in this fucking swamp.
What?
I said, I swear to fucking God, if you start talking to these fucking flowers, I'm gonna drown you in
Can I
this
do a
fucking
nature
swamp.
check to see if I can figure out what's up?
Yeah, because I'm proficient in nature.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not proficient in nature, so I'm not gonna. I can try.
Harpist, stop playing.
Deep dark child partners.
18.
14.
I mean,
Ooh,
it
this is
just
better
seems
than
really
mine.
creepy and gloomy. Like you can't really put a finger on it. Like there's nothing like inherently magical going on here. It just has like this really nasty aura. You don't know.
I don't talk to every plant I see.
Actually, makes it supposed to be. I don't talk to everyone.
We found you because you were talking to a tree.
I've only talked to trees twice in your company.
Talking about
Oh,
trees.
yes.
Talking about talking to trees.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is something she's done before.
Yeah, Adele thought it was a good idea to bring her, so take it up with her.
Fucking word with that fucking girl.
So,
Cheery.
after about 15 minutes of y'all kind of like having banter back and forth, the frog has again doubled in size.
Ooh.
Is it forming spikes on its back? Does it have spikes?
It does not have spikes on its back, but it does have the tentacles. You go ahead and make a perception check the further you
Everybody?
get into the forest. Yeah, everybody.
Let's just keep on going.
16.
19.
8.
Okay.
These dice are
20.
getting fucked.
8.
5.
Yeah, this is a super low DC because this is very fucking out of place. You guys are noticing strips of human flesh nailed to trees.
Cool.
The disgusted look.
And those of you who got a 16 or above notice that the nails are made of bone.
Cool.
There are scattered fire pit remnants that contain scorched bones of both animals and humans. There are now birds in the trees, but they're eyeless, and they give out sharp sounds of anguish rather than a pleasant chirp, almost as if they are taunting you. Go ahead and make another perception check.
Exact same thing.
Okay, I got a nat 1.
16.
I got a nat 1 and I can reroll because
You got his lucky feet.
Well, I got 8. That's better. So 12.
What'd you
I
say?
love playing halflings.
Um,
I miss my halflings.
So it's an 8.
So those of you who got 12 or above, you guys notice movement up ahead, and it looks like two cultists, and they're hunched over what appears to be a dead deer. One has a needle and thread, and the other holds a vicious-looking saw. It looks like you guys can probably sneak past them if you wanted to.
I guess we're gonna
I'll brag because.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth check.
Oh.
Okay,
All right, Dylan.
19.
Yeah, 19.
14. Okay.
Oh! That's pleasantly. Okay. That's a 20 total. Thank God. My arm
The one
didn't
time I roll low.
Okay.
7.
So
Is that a deer?
oh god.
That would be a nat 1.
Luckily,
Yeah,
really. Luckily, this is a group pass. So,
Oh my god.
as you guys are making your way forward,
Something like 5 inches.
Ellie trips over and makes like a tiny like squawk of like, oh my god. And the cultists kind of stop and turn around. And the deer actually stands up as well.
The
But
deer that was being sewn.
this deer it's a monstrosity. There is an open wound in the side where its ribs are now gone. They are now sewn along its back, forming a set of spikes. The antlers are sharpened to jagged points, and the eyes, while still intact, are bleeding. There are distinct wounds and stitches around the deer's back legs, as if they've been hacked off and hastily reattached. And it's also covered in the dark blue slime substance. And the deer, they start looking around, and they're actually going to make a perception check to see.
David.
The deer is more perceptive than the
Do we have to roll anything?
Nope.
We already have our stealth roll.
Okay.
I rolled shit, so you're fine.
Yay.
The
I
deer,
had 19 actually. Just kidding.
the deer and the cultists kind of continue on their way.
Don't you think we should kill it? Put it out of its misery. No?
I don't necessarily want to bring attention to us.
Yeah.
You
Should
guys,
we be whispering for the sake of the stream?
y'all can talk normally. We'll just assume that it's us.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a whisper. Don't you think we should put it out of its misery?
I don't even remember what I said.
Not yet.
No attention.
Yeah,
Maybe
not bringing it.
maybe killing the old girl will take all these out too. That's how solutions work sometimes.
So you guys do notice where the cultists and the deer were, they've since moved off. You do see a small book.
Poppy's gonna go grab it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you go and pick it up, and it looks to be a diary.
Ooh. Okay, well, I'm gonna check back up with the group so I don't get separated. I am only 3 feet tall, so
Yeah, that's
if
fine.
I go missing, they're not.
No.
I'm 3 foot tall and I'm wearing all green.
The diary is made with leather. You're not sure what kind.
Oh no, it's made of people.
And then it's got blood stains on the cover and on some of the pages. Do you flip through the diary?
Yeah.
It is just pages and pages and pages and pages of drawings of the Golgoroth. Every single page has a drawing of the Golgoroth on it, and every single page you turn, the pictures get more frantic and aggressive and less coherent.
What's
But
the
they're-
last picture look like?
It's like almost an abstract version of the Golgoroth. Like it's just and blood stains just scattered throughout it, and it's just the Golgoroth over and over and over and over and over again. So you guys continue on. Okay. All right. We'll get rid of that map. We'll open up the next one.
Oh, that's fun.
I could have been hanging out in the tavern instead of here.
I have Camille over here.
Both idea just place her in a rangery.
Are we
Place.
slowly just stripping off our costumes?
I'm taking this out.
Oh, I'm worse.
Her abandoning me.
I was cold.
And so
All I did was put on a jacket, so I'm
Jay, is your collar sewn down, or can you pull it outside the sweatshirt? There you go. See?
take off this
over my legs.
Keep on, just slightly warmer.
That's something. So you all are all in here.
Turn it.
Okay.
I don't know where to
Get
take
some
it.
stuff
So
to
I'm
the way
trying to figure
Get
it
you in
out.
the back too. Put your glass on.
Is it the one?
And then let me. Oh,
Camille died.
I can. We'll say that. Yeah, we'll say this is the frog. We'll say this little mousy rogue is the frog.
Oh.
Where's the frog?
Oh, the one
the
that
frog.
yeah, the frog is in front.
I was like, where's the one? I mean, you want to tell us where the big? Okay.
Yeah, no, not the big frog, the one that's eating you guys. So you guys continue on and you keep following this frog, and the frog is heading into this cave. And stalagmites and stalactites around the mouth of it. It makes it look like a giant gaping maw. Just a huge mouth, very sharp and nasty pointy teeth.
In the pathway?
Like at the entrance.
Okay.
Well, that's where you want to go.
I'm really sad now. Y'all picked up on Monty Python reference, but whatever.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. Now I know.
And surrounding the bottom, like the floor, you just see hundreds, if not thousands, of frog skeletons and mummified frogs just everywhere. The frog that you are following continues on inside.
I thought old women one-armed.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
But in my opinion, it rules everything.
Frogs.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Frogs.
Old
Frogs.
frogs are cute.
See,
We're gonna find out the big frogs
ate
ate
the other little frogs because one time Jay's frog ate the other dead frog.
Well, it was really funny because the way I had done it was, I had decided, I was like, okay, whatever one they don't want to fight the most is what they're gonna fight against.
I should have said frog.
Old woman would have been had for a pain in case
Old
you
women
forgot.
would have been harder. That's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah, old woman would have been had for a pain.
Which is
Your
really,
reverse psychology doesn't work on
you
me.
so it's really funny. So these two one-shots I found were written by the same guy. So just think about this and think about this difficulty and this amount of like, ugh, but with hags and worse.
Yeah.
Like I read through the whole thing and I was like,
Nasty.
yeah. So you guys.
You just leave the name, you look like you have really long hair. But
Oh, I get to use my timer
It's
now.
less painful this way.
Oh.
Timer. So I should have just said timer.
Yep. So you guys get into the cave, and the forest itself had been smelling like not great. It just smelled like dead things. Getting into this cave, it's a very alluring smell. Like
Nice.
it is a
nice.
very, very nice smell. It is a
Yeah,
very
that's the
good
breeze
smell.
it smells good.
They got the good Febreze.
They got the good Febreze. It's true. And let's see.
Do I sense that it's magical? Like if it's supposed to like lure you in?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I look at two. I'm
Sure.
professional.
I'll
That
do
is sniffing.
16.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
That's the same thing I got last time.
I mean, you think it's magical. You determine that the smell is coming from the blue slime that's coating the entire cave walls. How close do you get to the slime to examine it?
I'm not afraid of it.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
If I think it's magic, I put my scarf over my mouth and like, cover my face.
That's a 9.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, by the way.
Actually, I need all of you all to make
I was gonna
wisdom
say, I
saving
need
throws.
next.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
I need all of you to make
That's
wisdom saving
probably
throws.
good.
Oh, heck, I'm proficient in that.
20.
Just wisdom.
21.
I rolled a 9.
19.
Or I rolled
15.
Okay.
Everyone.
9.
Oh god, okay. Everyone except Ellie and Poppy.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ellie and Poppy, you two have this all-consuming urge to reach out and eat some of the slime.
Poppy's
Do
gonna.
we see this?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna grab.
Whichever one's
Who's
closest.
that?
Well, I'm not strong.
I don't
but
know who's
whichever one-
close to me, but
You're in the middle. Rez is close to me.
okay, then I'll grab
I'll
Elliot.
try.
Like, or try, but I'll just.
Like, zero
Whoa.
strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm really strong.
Yeah,
I can go help Reza.
I mean, would I want to like fight Reza to try to eat it?
It's pretty easy to get snapped out of.
Okay.
Okay.
You just kind of stop and I'm like,
Ew.
yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
Were you gonna eat that?
No.
Inside check.
Yeah, you're gonna
I saw me.
You could
Yeah.
pass that.
Yeah.
You could pass that with a nat one.
Yeah.
No.
I rolled anyway. Like,
Yeah. No, they were all going to defo eat
I'm
the
not
slime.
proficient in. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm not proficient in like anything.
Something about it.
Do they still have the urge?
no, you don't have it.
Just
Not currently.
smelled really good.
It's not bread, so don't like
Your brains essentially translated it to, oh, this is a jam. I want to eat it.
There's magic infused in this.
obviously.
Oh no, I thought there was actual jam melting from the ceiling.
No, it's supposed to lure you in.
Is this the blue stuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously.
that's.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
I
making sure.
really
Because
well.
I felt like I heard that.
I-
I was like clarifying.
I can put 2 and 2 together. Just because I know there's magic here, and I watched you like look at the wall and then start to reach your hand up. I think I can figure out what just.
I mean, I have done stupid shit before.
Well, I talked to you.
Yeah. Both of you are like,
He doesn't know coffee though.
no, but I trust
mean-
Poppy's not stupid.
Thank
Like,
you.
she considers she would survive. Like,
Thanks.
she's not stupid.
Is the frog hopping away?
The frog is hopping
I'm
away.
gonna power walk
after
Cool,
that
cool,
shit.
cool.
The path
Make sure we
actually
don't
starts
lose it.
out over 20 feet wide, but it narrows very quickly to like single file.
I'm not close enough.
And painted on the walls in this next open cavern.
Poppy's putting her scarf over her face now.
My scarf is over my.
I
I got my braids.
Nice.
I have a
It seems
handkerchief.
that the slime isn't in this area. It was really just at the entrance. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
It
She almost
smells
ate
bad.
it once.
It smells bad outside, so
Yeah.
it's hard here.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff. I'm probably dropping off someone else too.
Painted on the walls are various depictions of the Golgoroth. You recognize them from the diary. This is Golgoroth, the bringer of madness and their god. These depictions are primarily white paint, but the void where the eyes should be use blood as its medium. The pathway ahead appears to be lit by faintly glowing torches mounted along the walls, and whispers seem to echo down the path with no distinguishable origin. Actually, as you all are in here, you do see more of the slime coating the walls, but not a whole lot more. You all have actually adapted, and the urge to consume the slime doesn't really take hold anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that anything about wisdom saving throw. So.
You're now in a large open room with 2 large pillars made of stone. you guys immediately notice movement along the walls. And it's dozens of albino squirrels.
Ooh, that's cool.
They're eating the slime.
That's not cool.
They seem calm and docile, running across the floor, large red eyes faintly glowing in the torchlight. In the center of the room is a makeshift stone sculpture of the Bolgaroth. Not well made, but the emotion that the artist was trying to capture was madness. That's just really what you can tell here. Actually, make an investigation check. So I'm not reading all the time.
Ooh, that's a 22.
Nice.
10.
Okay.
13.
Okay. 9.
7.
7.
I couldn't even do that math. I'm like, what's that?
Anyone who got above a 12,
So Jillian.
you guys, you see.
I got a 13.
Oh, okay.
me
You
too.
two.
Okay.
Yeah. You two. You two see massive jet gemstones in the eye sockets of the sculpture.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and nudge one of the gemstones with my sword. Like from a safe distance.
It doesn't move just by nudging it.
Mostly I'm just making sure that like being close to it or touching it or in the general vicinity isn't gonna awaken some kind of terrifying like albino squirrel rampage.
Happy is I'm gonna go up to Jillian, and it is with great indignation that I ask you this. Can I stand on your shoulders?
Of course, darling.
She's too small. Too small.
She's
small.
Amazing. Okay.
So I am going to attempt to remove one of the eyes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Wiggle it. Oh. Okay. No problem.
If I see that, wait, where is it? Like, just like.
It's in the center.
of the room?
It's that thing. That.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. So what's this one then?
That's just a pillar.
Okay. If I see that happening, I'm just going to stand like right over here a little bit. Be like,
It's going to be a 13.
A 13? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Like it seems that this gemstone was literally just set in the socket and kind of like screwed into place. Yeah, you pull it out quite easily, and as you do so, all of the albino squirrels stop and look at you.
Whoops!
Oh, mother
They're
bitch.
not doing anything. They're just looking at you.
Alright, nobody move.
So Poppy's going to carefully rotate the gemstone in her hands and look at it.
Okay. It is jet. It's pretty nice. It's probably worth about a few $200.
Do I really want it? So she kind of quietly just says, really want it. About how many squirrels are there?
Dozens.
Get it on the way out. What if it's not here on the way out?
Where's it
Somebody else
go?
comes in and takes it.
Get the other one on the way out.
You've seen literally anybody else since we've been here, other than dead squirrels.
You found me.
You weren't in the creepy.
Okay,
Cold
so
town.
she carefully puts it back.
Okay.
We'll stop by and get it.
As
out.
you do this, the
It's
air
not good.
turns foul.
Disgusting.
The room darkens.
Disgusting. All right, I'm putting it back in my bag now.
And all of you all
Like, fuck this.
all of you all begin to feel agitated and restless and aggressive.
Shit.
So normal.
You all, your
Interesting.
stomachs drop. A gut-wrenching feeling takes hold, and the shadows begin to deepen again. If you all have any, did y'all have any torches or anything going into the cave?
I have my lamp.
I have.
You mean other than my radiant
Your lamp is-
personality?
Oh my god. Your
I
lamp's not
didn't.
gonna help.
I-
Damn it.
I didn't. I mean, it's probably magic, so it doesn't count.
Oh my
Like, these are
god,
dark visions.
I had
don't know.
passed without a trace.
Well, we'll say for the sake of things that the torches that you all saw entering into the cavern, you actually see their light dim.
Is there a thing in an explorer's pack?
There's
yeah.
a torch.
Okay, then I have a torch.
Okay. The light and being emitted from your torch literally seems to lessen. Like the depth of light that torch casts seems to like almost be cut in half.
Oh, it's in light now.
And I need you all to roll initiative.
Ah!
Oh.
So can I just
Yes.
can I just put the bag? Can I just put it in my bag now?
Sure, it's in your bag.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yay.
It's almost the best I can do.
Hey, what are you doing?
Get down.
She's like, maybe.
She likes to feel tall.
No, she was sniffing. I don't know whose jacket that
That's
is.
fine. It's fine. It probably smells like burgers.
Then she might try to chew a hole in it.
It's fine. I found it at my grandparents' house.
Oh, it's initiative.
Dex.
Dex.
I'm so good.
Did I lose all my rat swarms?
13.
Swarms. The things we
Great.
made. Like one of the first things.
Great.
Shut up.
Here's one.
Rat swarms.
Squirrels, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like rats out of nowhere.
No. It's defo squirrel swarm, but I'm using stats for rat swarm.
There, is it a
God.
Where are they coming from?
The albino squirrels are coming from everywhere. This was
Okay.
y'all walked into their room.
What
Okay.
armor is Poppy wearing?
What do you mean what armor is Poppy wearing?
What
Metal?
armor is she wearing?
Metal armor? Or she's wearing heavy armor.
So here are my
Like,
squirrel
so
swarms.
describe it for you? It's like gold.
No, just tell me what kind.
Yeah,
Alright,
Just pick them wherever.
heavy like metal armor.
Just everywhere.
Like spread out.
Have
One over
one.
here because
Yeah, that
Neil's
works.
not getting away.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So 3, 4, 9. And roll initiative for me.
Oh, yeah. That's what I just did really good
okay.
on.
I don't remember. I want to say it was a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 13.
I hate myself.
What?
I had Hail of Thorns that would work as kind of an AoE, and I unprepared it for stupid animals.
Yikes.
There's no point in keeping stupid animals. She can turn into a person.
Well, but and sometimes like it's better to stay an animal though if I'm doing something like I was trying
They're
to
like
last time.
indicated.
I'm
Don't
not
have
necessarily
her
keeping it
spell.
all the time, but
It's okay. I have the area.
I have
I
some
have
areas
areas,
too.
yeah.
I do too.
I have
Okay,
areas
shoot,
too.
25 to 20?
Anything 25 to 20.
Oh, 20 to
22. So Reza.
Poppy. No, Elia. Not
Ellie.
Poppy.
Oh, sorry, Ellie. Bailey was talking, so my brain immediately went copy. 20 to 15?
16.
Okay. Okay, so if I let it roll this way, it rolls better.
15 to 10?
Oh, me. 13. Me.
13.
Oh,
Okay.
I keep forgetting what number I rolled. I really. Oh my god, I need to write things down.
Copy. 10 to 5?
I have area.
8.
They're taking up one space. So it's not like there's.
But I could hit all of them at once if I stood in the middle.
Just like
Oh.
run in a circle with your
I
axe.
have
Like,
Thunderwave.
oh, no, Thunderwave would hit us too.
And Thunderwave
Okay.
makes a giant noise.
Yeah, it makes a very loud noise.
Now, Poppy doesn't think.
A thunderous noise, you might say.
Poppy
I
doesn't
put too much faith in
Great.
Poppy.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of faith into someone who's like, shock them all.
I also have Thunderwave prepared, but I don't really want to use it.
Act now.
I
Say
mean,
it
if it
later.
gets used once, you might as well use it again.
I know, if
doesn't
it
take
gets
your
used once,
evolve.
there's no point.
I also have burning hands, so.
Cool, nice.
Up first is Reza.
I'm gonna cast poison spray on the one in front of me.
Okay.
I can hit all of them too.
As makes that Constitution saving throw against a 13.
Okay.
That sounds right.
I thought those were going to be animal growl. I'm just going to turn
Yeah.
that off.
It was like out of 12.
Okay, so I take 2d10 poison damage. Nice. So that 4 damage. 4 poison.
Okay. Against which ones?
The one in front of me.
This is what I need.
Yikes.
Small dogs do the chew thing.
I was going to chew through countless pants and underwear.
My sister's with that.
My parents got
Okay.
with that. She's
Is that your
like
turn?
straps.
Reza?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not good. Cool.
He's gonna do okay. After Reza is Ellie.
I'm going to cast Spike Growth,
Okay. Where?
like at the center, so it hits both of them.
Okay.
20.
There's 3 of them.
Will someone draw?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
There's the brown one and the two
Oh,
black
well,
ones.
then the two black ones.
Okay.
Because I couldn't see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. That's fine.
In between the two black ones.
Roughly how many
Right
are
there.
in each swarm?
She's
You
casting
don't know.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to be
Okay,
stand
so she doesn't need to stand there. You just
Okay.
need the marker to like mark
The
out
range is
the
150
range.
feet, so I can make it.
It's between these two.
Yeah.
So
No,
just
between
right there.
these
Just
two
fill,
right here.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
fill in the thing.
Yeah,
It's-
just
it's the range is 150 feet. So
cool. That's fine.
That's not what I meant.
No, the first one you touch,
Yes.
it's gonna hit both of the rat swarms.
So
okay.
just make it green because that's now going to be difficult terrain. That's what we're doing. Is
Okay.
we're creating difficult terrain.
I'm
Sorry.
caught up now.
Okay, cool.
This is
So
Yeah.
Someone hand me markers.
Sorry.
yeah, it takes
You, the artist, don't hand you markers. Sure. All right.
yeah,
I
it
put
takes
too much faith in you,
2d4 piercing damage.
Okay.
For every 5 feet it travels.
Okay. Okie dokie. So
Wait, how big of an area did you cast it into?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Do we need to make it bigger?
Yes.
That would be significantly bigger.
Okay,
than
now
that.
hand me the marker.
It would be.
It's gonna be like 5 by 4.
Yeah.
That would be like to here. Like,
it would catch
I'm-
the third one.
I'm going
Wait.
to like do it so it doesn't hit us. Because
Okay.
it can also
It,
go on
yeah,
the wall.
it can go on the wall too.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm-
so like
So are we doing just kind of like
That
down
corner.
here-ish?
That whole
All
corner.
of this whole
Yeah.
corner, yeah.
That whole corner.
I'm gonna pick this up. Yeah.
Yeah, it can go like on the wall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I think I got it up.
Okay, so that is all
I doubt
now
we're going to
difficult
be
terrain.
wall climbing.
No.
So
You don't know me.
you don't know what my abilities are. I have a lot of spells.
Lots of cool things.
Yeah.
okay, if you start climbing on the walls, my bad.
It's just
Yeah.
difficult with the
Um,
hair.
Okay.
Hair works as insulation.
So, alright, so that was. Okay, so Ellie, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. After Ellie is Jillian.
Okay, I want to go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite.
Sweet. Okay.
Rascals.
Rascal.
I'm
Wrathful.
gonna,
Wrathful.
I'm gonna cast
I'm
Rascal.
gonna. By the way, Poppy's still on my shoulders. I just want to say.
Sure. Yep.
So I'm wandering over here with Poppy still on
I
my
mean,
shoulders.
you could always just drop her.
Yeah.
She won't take
Are
any
you,
fall.
are you cool with that?
I'm quite acrobatic.
Okay.
Yes.
Gonna drop her.
Just like backflip on it.
Yeah.
Not as acrobatic as Manon, but
Thank God.
I'm gonna go over here.
Look at this one.
I'm going to attack. That was not good. That's a 6.
Okay. That missed.
But I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna try again.
Cool.
That's a 9.
That also doesn't hit.
It's okay. I still have practice light for 2 minutes. I'm just kind of swinging around at the squirrels.
Cool, cool, cool.
Ow.
Okay, so after Jillian is the rat swarm that
Which
is
one?
standing in front. It's the green one.
Okay.
It's actually going to go into Ellie's space. It
Okay.
shares a space with her, and it is going to attack you.
Okay.
Going to do several bites. Does an 18 do it?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm sure she loves you. I won't do that with her.
it's not the only thing to do with dogs.
I used to let her, but her puppy teeth were so sharp that I couldn't handle it anymore.
Oh, cool. It's 2d6. I was wrong. Cool. That's 10 points of damage against you, Ellie.
Okay.
So that ends its turn. Poppy, you are up.
Okay.
Actually, start off making an acrobatics.
Okay.
Saving throw. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
Your saving throw might be higher than your saving throw was
Okay, yeah. Dex save. What did you roll?
5.
Okay.
I am not Manon. I'm not. Cross all Manon de Montespan.
You don't take any damage, but I will say you are knocked prone.
Excellent. So I have to stand up.
So that'll take half your movement.
Okay.
You move 25, so we'll say you can move another 15. That'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move. Oh. If I'm gonna go to the one that's sharing the space with Elia, and I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp,
Okay.
which is, let me change pages real quick here. Is it an automatic hit because I touched?
I can
so.
check.
I don't have it written down. So
Let me type that in real quick. Okay, it's okay, but it's right at the top. One of the ones I don't have, so I can't just open it.
Shocking Grass, Lightning Spring, make a melee spell attack.
Yeah. You have advantage on the attack that is targets where met or remind about. They are not ordered or related.
No.
Morals.
They are
It's 2d8, by the way, because you're level 5.
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't know if it was
So I guess I just cast.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to
Well,
make
you
a
have to make an attack of
Okay. Yeah. With +6.
Yep.
So the 14.
14 hits.
9.
9. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second attack to swing.
Okay.
With my axe. 6.
No.
7, 8, 9. 9.
Nope.
Okay. Wow. What the fuck is wrong with my d10s? My d20s.
After Poppy is Camille.
Okay, so literally all I can do,
Yeah.
like the reason I was asking roughly how many is like I want a ballpark number like 5, 20, 100.
There's not 100 in each swarm. It's closer to like 8.
Okay, so I'm literally just gonna shoot one by one.
Are you seriously just gonna pick them off?
I have nothing else to do.
Alright, that's fair.
So I mean, this swarm is closest to me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and attack one each. I assume individually they have like very little health.
I mean,
so.
it's categorized as a swarm, so
Yeah.
they do not have a lot of health, even as a group.
Okay.
I
mean, I can't attack the swarm as a swarm, so.
Just pick one swarm, and that's technically like one creature.
Okay.
So essentially, it will affect one swarm as a creature.
Okay. Well, then I'll do that one.
Okay.
It's above 20.
Cool. Yeah. It hit.
No, plus over 20. I did, God.
Basically, if I get an 11 or more, it's above 20.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, roll damage. And what kind of damage is this? Piercing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. 12.
Cool.
Max
It
damage
only
for me.
takes 6 because it's resistant.
Okay. Well, I get another attack.
Yes, you do.
12.
Is it to resist
12 hits.
resistance to non-magical weapons?
Piercing.
No, they have resistances to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Fuck off. I should have 100 marked it. What am I doing? I'll save that. 10.
10 hits.
Or no, I mean 10 damage.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So 5, I guess.
Yeah, 5 damage. Cool. But it doesn't regenerate health, so, that's good.
And then, is it? No, I can run away. It hasn't done anything with me.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go. Whee! Bye.
Okay, cool. Works for me. After Camille is the rat swarm that you just attacked. And what kind of damage is spike growth?
2d4.
Piercing. Piercing. Okay. Piercing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
For every 5 feet it travels.
Okay. So it's going to go 5 feet to get out of the spike growth.
Would I roll the damage?
Yeah, you roll damage. Yeah, so go ahead and roll 2d4.
6.
Okay, so it takes 3. So it's gonna move out of the spike growth, and then what's the range of movement? Okay, cool. It's going to go. Yeah.
And that would have count as 10 feet of movement.
10 feet of movement. Okay, cool.
Because it's difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Okay, cool. So that takes 10. It can still do it. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Can you move this black one over to Poppy, please?
The one that's moved out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you move the one on
The one
my
closest
right?
to you.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
closest to you.
To Poppy.
To Poppy. Yep, right there. Perfect. And it is going to take an attack at Poppy. No. Does an 8 do it? Nope, didn't think so. I think that's all it's going to do. Yep, that's all it's going to do. Okay, it's going to end its turn, and so then it's the other rat swarm, and it's going to have to. So roll 2d4 again for me, Ellen.
Five.
Okay, so it takes 2.
This is an interesting game. She's looking like she wants to chew.
Everything. So it's gonna move out of the spike growth and it's gonna go for Camille, the pink cloak is you?
No, I'm-
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
He's gonna go for me.
Yes, it's going for
The
you.
one with the grenade.
Yeah, that one. It's actually gonna go in your spot, Jillian. So it's gonna share a spot with you and it's going to attack you.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, sorry. My brain not work good. And
You want me to move the minis? Okay.
No, I can.
Okay.
Jessica's closest, so.
Okay, I can reach
can
it.
move
Well, I said also it's gonna attack Jillian, and everybody said no, so I moved it over to
I
Camille.
said yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
That's okay.
She asked if the pink one was Camille.
That's why I-
That's what it is.
And then you were like, okay, it's attacking Jillian, and then you moved it over to Camille. I was like, are you okay? Do you need a nap?
You're okay.
The DM needs a nap. I'm not guessing that a 15 does anything to you. No, I didn't think so. Okay,
That
cool.
wouldn't hit me.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be me.
I'm not even wearing armor.
I'm wasting all my nat 20s stupid early in the game.
A 15 doesn't hit any of us, I don't
God, the worst. Alright, so after that swarm is raised, it's turn again.
Mine's 17.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one that's right here in front of me. So it's 15 on the die for the first one. I don't,
Yeah, the hit.
and then the second one is a 13.
Both of them hit.
Alright, so all I have to just roll a 5 and above to hit.
Cool. Yeah.
And so it's
Anything above a 10 will hit.
that's 10. So 27 damage.
Holy shit. To which one?
This
green
one.
That one's the green. Yeah, it died.
27
Scatters.
force damage into the middle. So it, like,
Jesus. Yeah, the albino squirrels like almost explode.
it's kind of funny.
Bits of tails.
I'm right
I was just imagining like full squirrels like flying everywhere. Like
That's fair. Yeah, that works for me.
like
We're having stew tonight.
no again.
Squirrels do.
I'm just
Delicacy.
chilling where
Uh,
we're at.
Cool.
There are people in the wings.
Yep, sounds good. After Reza is Ellie.
I'm going to cast poison spray on the one in front of me.
Okay, the one in front of you is dead.
Do you want me to
No, the other one.
Oh,
that
okay,
one.
I just exploded the one from
No, I
the
know
squirrel
that
went
Yeah.
everywhere. Gore.
Oh, you make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know.
Natural 19. Sorry.
Well, you take.
I don't think it's anything.
It doesn't say half damage, so.
Okay, so I
It's
just
no
don't take
chance for
anything.
it, so yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Can I do anything?
You can move, or if you have a bonus action.
None of us, like, I'm the only one that got hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna healing word myself.
You're so mean. I spent so much time on
It
that.
hurt.
And if I have to suffer,
There
you
is
must
not
also
like 20
suffer.
pounds on your head
Okay.
That's fair.
of bobby pins.
No, okay, fine.
I tried to survive.
Yeah, no, you're good. All right, cool. Ellie, is that in your turn?
And I
Yeah,
took selfies, so it's worth it.
All right, cool. After Ellie is Jillian.
Gonna attack this swarm that fell up in my space.
Okay, cool.
That's an 18.
18 hits.
Okay. 4 plus 5 plus 3, that's 12.
12 hit, but it takes half damage. So
Okay.
it'll take 6.
And then I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
The extra d6 was the raffle spike, by the way. I should have said that.
Okay, that's fine. An 8 doesn't do anything.
I hit it once!
You did.
I'm proud of you.
That's more than I did.
After Jillian is the other rat swarm. So
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
The swarm. I don't know how it would, but the swarm needs to make a saving throw.
sure.
A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay. Yeah,
If
swarms.
it fails, then it's frightened of me.
Can't be frightened.
Ah, damn!
I haven't
That's
been
okay.
this one frightening, so I'll never be scared of you. Baby.
Aw, that's okay.
Baby. Baby. You'll never scare me off.
Okay. So after that is the rat swarm that you're dealing with, actually. Oh, sorry, no, the one that Ellie is dealing with. That's what it is. So the rat swarm's actually going to go into Ellie's square, and it's going to attack Ellie.
Okay. Bring it.
Doubtful. Does an 18 do it? Oh, it does? Oh.
My AC is a 17.
Oh,
Why
shit.
can't you, like,
I remember numbers. I just said brain not work good. Okay, so that's, let's see, is it still above half health? Yes, barely. So it's still 2d6. Yeah.
Oh, I have. Okay. I heard you like
Yeah.
you're like disjointed sentences. Like, oh, I know what that. I know what that does. Okay. I was just controlling an NPC with that, maybe.
I'm getting a straw, so I don't need lipstick on it.
Okay, just
It's
7
warm.
points of damage to you, Ellie.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then,
it's warm. It's from a plastic bottle. Yeah.
It's not bad.
yeah,
For
start
being warm and in a plastic bottle.
So after that is Poppy.
Poppy. I am going to.
Oh shit, I was looking at the wrong one. Take half damage for that because I fucked it up.
so I take 4
3.
or 3. Okay, that's better.
Alright, sorry, Poppy, go ahead.
I am going to. Jessica, is your dex okay?
It says 16, so it's 3 months.
All
right.
Why? Nah, I'm just gonna do shocking grasp again on the one in front of me.
Okay.
15. Do I add the spell attack?
Yes.
Okay, so 21.
21 defo hits.
Okay. Shocking grasp does 2d8. 12.
Okay, 12. Yeah, that rat swarm is gone.
And I'm going to move to the one by Julian.
Yep.
And attack it.
Okay.
Oh,
Nope,
that's
that is the
frog.
frog. Oh, I should have been moving the frog.
And I'm
away.
going to do shocking grasp.
Move the frog to the
Oh, I
left.
thought that was you.
Yeah, done. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Thank you.
I'm going to do shocking grasp
Okay.
again.
I probably wouldn't have stood that close to it.
10, 16.
You had other things on your mind. 16 hits.
The frog at least isn't attacking
12
us.
again.
Okay.
Oh, the one by Ellie is done.
It's green too.
Yeah.
It's green and short.
Alright, after Poppy is Camille.
Okay. Can
You
I?
can throw over me.
Yeah, I can.
You can do over me.
So same shit.
Cool.
So shit, different.
Like 18 or something. I don't know.
Anything above a 10 hits.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do both. So that is literally. If anything above a 10 hit, I would have to roll a nat 1.
Yeah.
I have +9.
Yeah, no, you good.
So damage 12.
Dead.
Cool.
Okay, well,
So as the fight comes to an end,
look for the
you notice that the air changes again. There's now very sweet smelling.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm not gonna take the other eye.
There's nothing left in here to explode.
Thank you for your help. There's a second eye.
There's no more squirrels in here.
Make an investigation check. Perception check, actually. Perception. All of you. Yeah.
I'm hardly rolling better. Thank God.
What?
19.
Is it?
19. I closed my character sheet. I think
Perception check.
I
Roll
think
like
it's a
shit.
14. It's a 14. For helping us.
Investigation,
Investigation,
right. It's fairly obvious you'll have completely lost track of where the frog is gone. The frog is just gone. If you'll hand me the little rat, you guys lost track of the frog. You lost it.
Wait,
I
it's
rolled a
22.
I know you guys all very quickly noticed that
I
the frog
was
is gone.
standing right next to it. Would I have seen what direction it went?
You were busy fighting.
You also
rats.
thought it was a poppy at first.
Okay, that was me.
Alright, yeah, know that.
Do I?
Does she know that?
Yes. Are you sure his hands were bound? Did you leave him tied up? Did you take him with
I am
you?
so glad that was not my fault. I was not even
Yeah,
there.
you just want to go fuck the dog.
I never even met the dog.
Yeah, you still say it. Okay.
So
For the
sad.
viewers,
We have a fun time
God.
at tabletop.
God, y'all. Like, okay, so you remember like maybe 2 weeks ago when I talked about our Dragon Age tabletop. So that scenario was from the very first
It's always
adventure
me.
that we had in the Dragon Age tabletop.
about
And that is where they learned to never trust me. Because they said they tied up this guy.
I walked
and then they
off,
left.
because I walked off, and everybody's like, I guess I'm following too, and not watching the prisoner.
And they didn't take him with them. And so he escaped.
God, I was doing important things. Oh, those are the best ones.
What's funny is we kind
Anyway.
of still do that. Like,
Yeah.
I still follow them.
No, you didn't learn your lesson.
I don't think I was there for that though.
You didn't
so.
learn any lessons.
Yeah, I was like the first 2 times.
I was the only one who wasn't there.
It was just
Okay.
her. I was like, I need to go talk to
That
the
was
guy,
okay.
and everybody's like, okay, me too. And then, like, I don't have anything to talk to him about. I'm just gonna go.
GJ, how do you feel about
It's
that?
not like you ever learn your lessons either, so don't get on to us for not learning. None of us have a good learning curve here.
The only one that can't pick blades for that is me.
Several of us
I'm
have
down.
bachelor's degrees and we don't have learning curves.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
Amazing.
go into the next one.
We need to go find the fucking frog.
Can I investigate to see if I can see any little footprints or slime? I don't know. Maybe it's a wet frog.
You can look. Yeah, go ahead and make it.
So fucking dumb. I have hunter's mark, y'all. I could have marked that
Oh,
bitch
actually,
a long time ago.
I got 21 for investigation. Nice. Why did you just
I don't think about
Talk with
this.
animals.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I have
what
both.
kind
Shut
of
up.
what kind is an investigation check?
Investigation.
Yeah.
Go +6.
No, that's history.
Oh no, it's gonna be +8.
So
okay.
18.
Oh, mine's.
Oh,
Yeah.
yours is higher.
Yeah, I got 21.
Oh, I just fainted.
I caught you.
Oh, my hair.
No.
Get off me.
No.
Oh no.
So you guys notice that, well, the frog could really have only gone one way because to your left is a locked iron door.
Oh well.
All right.
But
I guess we're going to the
investigation to figure that out.
You said the left was
Okay.
the bottom, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, can I try to pick the lock?
I was gonna
Sure.
say, hold on, let me check my inventory again real quick. I was gonna say-
There is a round slot beneath the handle, roughly an inch in diameter.
I don't want to touch it.
Like it's not like a keyhole necessarily, like
Nope.
a traditional keyhole.
Not a traditional keyhole.
Okay.
This is not traditional fire.
Can I just take one of my arrows and kind of like jam it in there?
Sure, you can certainly try.
I mean,
I
locked
used-
hacks won't work, so
Guidance.
Okay.
I really don't think this will work.
Yeah, try it.
Do you want me to roll for that?
Yeah.
What
You
role
can-
would that be?
Lock picking.
You can add a
That's not a
D4.
thing.
That's dexterity.
It's just dexterity.
Okay, just straight
And
up.
add a D4.
Okay.
Okay, she casts guidance on you.
$17.
Yeah, like, you're pretty confident in your skills here, and you're like, yeah, this is how this should go.
Yeah, this is going.
And it's just nothing.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Guidance.
It's a cantrip.
Okay, good. I'm like,
It's a cantrip. Yeah, Poppy's moving on.
Okay.
ooh,
She's not gonna watch them pick a lock.
22.
In a narrow ass hallway.
I don't
It's
trust touching the door, so.
It clicks, like it's clicking, like it should be working, and it's just not. You're
Okay,
missing
I'm
a
gonna
couple
do that.
tumblers. Okay.
So I'll just run back to them.
You guys catch up.
I assume you're
We can
following.
start
You
moving, so.
follow this narrow tunnel until you come to a medium-sized chamber. It appears to be a living area, as it contains a rotting bed with a nightstand nearby and a treasure chest at its base. A little further off is a pile of mostly decayed scrolls, at least 20 of them in total. On the nightstand is a candle and a small green dragon statue. There's also a broom propped up in the corner and scraps of cloth scattered around. To the left of the entrance, you see a man, a cultist, sitting against the wall and gazing up at the ceiling as if it were filled with stars. He has a long white beard and brittle hands. He does not appear to be sliced up like the other cultists, but there is madness behind his gaze. When the players, when you all, arrive, his head snaps down, looks at you, and you can see his bloodshot eyes just go wide.
Can I investigate to see if it's syrup? It's okay. His name's syrup, but I want to call him syrup. Can I investigate to see if it's syrup?
Roll for syrup.
Roll for syrup.
Syrup check.
Okay. Other questions?
Ooh.
If I can
I should
shoot
not
over her,
let
is
it
she
do
half
that.
covered?
No.
Are sheep half covered?
She is not half cover. She is a moving creature. She's not a dead sheep.
I just rolled a 5, so I'm sorry.
You think it might be syrup. You don't know. You don't know if it's syrup, though.
Okay. Syrup?
Syrup.
Is your name Syrup?
He completely ignores you. And
Okay.
he goes, "Guests, here to see the master, no doubt. You have heard his call and seek to give yourself to him." This man is very obviously insane. But like a manic sort of insane. He obviously has a very deep love and deep respect for this Golgoroth. He is just waxing poetic about this creature.
We are here to see him.
Sure. Yep. His eyes are just constantly open very, very wide. And you see little like tongues of flame leaving his fingers. He was probably a spellcaster at one point in time.
Okay.
And he does bow and he goes, "I am the Keymaster. My name is Sirith."
I knew it!
Yes, syrup.
Syrup. He introduces himself and he pulls out a tome similar to the diary you found, but a little better, condition. And it appears to be bound in flesh. He begins reading. Goes, "There is a key to reach the inner sanctum. The Golgoroth has placed the Keymaster, myself, in charge of making sure only those worthy of his presence may pass. To do this, he has created a puzzle of sorts to test the strength of the mind of you all. The Golgoroth only wishes to have those who are strong of mind, those who will not crumble so easily in his glorious presence.
God, I suck at puzzles.
Within this room,
Mystery puzzles.
there contains all the clues needed to get through the door behind me.
It's an escape room!
Just say the password and it will open. Down in the pit, amongst his children, is the key to the sanctum." He smiles very widely and reveals very sharply filed.
Yeah, somebody please write that down.
So, here's
I'm
what
writing
you
down
all-
what I remember in the room, so you write that sometime.
Okay, I down in the pit.
There's actually
Okay.
one that has 2 of them in Fort Worth.
Riddle in the room.
I heard one
contains
with
clues.
clues.
So down in the pit
I've never
contains
seen the one in Greenland.
Down in the pit, amongst his children,
amongst
is
his children.
the key to the sanctum.
Otherwise, they'll fill it with just like
Straight my timer again.
We've got all those people, luckily.
Key. Okay. All right. Timer
So in the
resets.
room, there's a dragon statue, a treasure chest, a candle, a bed,
A broom.
a broom,
I was gonna check
and
out
a
that
pile
room,
of
actually.
rotting scrolls.
That's what stood out to me. Why? I don't know. I'm checking out the room.
So the Keymaster actually gestures to the door. And on the door are the following glowing numbers: 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. Space.
9, 8.
8. Nice. and then there's a space, then the number 2, and then another space, and then 2, 3, 0, 1, 5. The Keymaster goes on to explain that the room contains clues to help you all find the answer. So who all is looking at what?
I will go look at the treasure chest.
Okay.
Looking at the broom.
We'll do treasure chest first. So you go to the treasure chest. What are you doing?
Looking it over. Is it liftable? Can I look at the bottom to see if there's anything?
You can shake it. I mean, like
open
it's
it.
not. Yeah, you can open it.
Okay.
I was imagining she picked it up and looked at the bottom.
like-
but for some reason, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, no, I thought that's what she was looking for.
I know. It's like,
Um,
it's a way to do it. But,
so
open it
you
first.
see the numbers 6, 1, 5, 1, space 8, 9, 5, 6, written in blood.
6151 space 8956.
6151 space 8956.
Yes.
You do know my number ain't good, right?
Not so hot to remember.
So
Reverse math.
What did you say was all in the room? The broom, the dragon chest,
There's a dragon
There's
statue,
statue.
a chest,
the chest,
a
There's
pile
a
of
candle
scrolls,
On the bed and broom.
a pile of
Yes.
books.
And a chair. Scrolls. I'm looking at the scrolls.
Mhm.
Which I'm just gonna put over here.
The
The
chest
broom.
contains a couple of small treasures: frog skeletons, human flesh, bone dice. The Keymaster looks at you and goes, "Yes, my treasures, my collection. Make sure they stay within my chest, please."
Sure.
She's looking. So, who was looking at the dragon statue?
Me.
You were, okay. And it sits on the nightstand. So, what are you doing with the dragon statue? It's pretty small.
I mean, like, pick it up, just like look at it
Okay.
closely.
On the bottom of the base of the statue are the numbers 4, 1, 2, space 7, 1, 4, 2. The Keymaster looks at you and goes, "Ah, yes, the inspiration for the cipher, where it all began, the clever green dragon."
Oh. Motherfucking Phoebe again.
Actually, funnily enough, completely not relevant to me at all.
That fucking girl is more trouble than she
And I'm the
goddamn
only
worth.
one. I'm the only one other than like Poppy who has no idea who she is. So I was like,
Did you roll that 20? Amazing.
Yeah.
Every time I'm just sitting here rolling for fun, I get a nat 20.
Stop
And then-
rolling for fun.
Amazing.
Well, stop waiting.
Okay, so who all was looking at
I
what?
looked at the broom.
I'm looking at the pile of scrolls, papers.
You don't really find anything among the scrolls. It's mostly just like decaying paper. Not a whole lot. On the broom, however, the number 0, 1, 3. They're on the
Okay.
handle. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, there are stuff on the scrolls, but they just have massive lines of numbers. They obviously represent words, but it's mostly just like in an effort of coming up with this code. So the Keymaster goes, "I can give you one clue if you cannot figure this out, but only one."
Hold your horses.
Okay, to clarify,
This is just a
That
normal
one-
room, right?
I'm talking to him.
Mhm.
That one clue, is that for everything we do here or for this particular puzzle?
Just this particular puzzle.
I'm gonna look at the candle.
As you go over to look at the candle, Keymaster goes, "You have all your clues."
I'm just gonna kill the keymaster. Throw him through
take
the
a
door.
sip.
This was
You can.
this was a normal room, right?
Yeah. Everything here is as normal as a
Alright.
cultist.
Okay,
as
yeah,
it
Yeah. Okay.
3 sets of numbers?
I think so.
is. You have 3 sets
Yeah.
of numbers.
Can I look at your book?
The Keymaster guards it very closely and actually puts it back inside his robes.
Can I
I'd like that clue, please.
flip my hair?
I'd fuck that.
Sure. Okay. The Keymaster thinks about it for a second. He goes, "The number 1 represents the letter R."
Oh boy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
Okay, hold on.
Here we
I can do
go.
this.
Now I'm like, hang on. I gotta remember the order of the alphabet on the alphabet.
Oh, I'm literally.
That's not
Well,
how it works.
it's-
If one
yeah.
equals R, then
Yeah. I know. I'm shifting it over.
oh,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I will tell you, not just kind of OOC.
It's not like
It is a one-to-one translation, but also the vowels are extra. There are no vowels. Why do you think the broom only had 3 numbers on it? How many numbers, how many letters in that word are vowels?
Oh, okay, there you go. Does anyone
I don't get it.
There are
Does
5 letters in
Oh.
broom.
that's fine.
2 of
does
them
anyone have
are
a
vowels.
what is the number 5 match up to?
Okay,
The
so
number 5
B is
matches
0.
up to W.
W?
or, wait, was it O and
Yeah,
three?
so
0 and 3.
W, X.
Hang on, wait, I'm writing these all over the place.
And then
Three-
once you
three
think you have the cipher figured out, read it back to me. Or once you think you have the
What is the second number on the wall on the door?
on the door.
6.
6. Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't make sense. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Oh. T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Well, no, because B is a B0. I think I wrote that down right.
Yeah.
B is 0, so it's
3
not
is
it's
M.
not one to it's not like an exact the way it should be. So
There's no
Where
vowels.
where were the
Okay.
other ones from?
There's no vowels, remember, so we have to enter in vowels into random
yeah,
places.
hang on.
Where did you
I'm
get yours from? The dragon?
Yeah.
Yes.
what were your numbers?
6151 space 8956.
Oh, I thought, is
Okay.
it not that one?
It is, but I changed the 1 to ours.
Okay.
Wait,
Space
yes. What was yours?
Y.
Mine?
Yeah, hang on.
It's green dragon.
You said B is 9.
So
B,
4 is G.
what were your numbers?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
What-
it.
Hold on, I'm getting hers.
No, what
Let
were
me-
your numbers? Repeat them
Just
back to me.
repeat the
Just
numbers.
repeat the numbers.
4,
Jeez,
1, 2, space 7, 1, 4, 2.
Okay, I think I wrote that backwards.
It's green dragon.
Yeah, I'm translating that right now.
Does 0 count as 1 digit past 9 or 1 digit below 1?
Below.
You don't have to know more.
Okay.
6 is
Oh, that doesn't work.
hang on, I almost got it actually, I think.
D, R.
Oh, it's strength in numbers.
As soon as you say that, holy shit.
I wrote the first
What
word,
was
like, oh, strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers. As soon as Reza says strength in numbers,
Um,
the door swings open. The keymaster grins. He's very pleased.
I'm good at these.
He seems genuinely happy that you figured it out. And he goes, "Please proceed." And he opens up the door wider so that all of you all can continue.
I just have thought. I really wish that we could play Professor Layton music whenever we do puzzles.
We can do that. We can start doing that.
Stream.
Right. Yes.
Oh, that was my erasing. Yeah, I know.
So on the other side of the door is a stairwell descending 20 feet. Once you all reach the bottom, you find yourselves on a platform, but the room opens up another 30 feet ahead.
Reza figured it out, so we probably don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like having big people in front of me. Big people in big armor in front of me.
Where's the key guy? Whatever.
The key is amongst his children.
So the key guy stayed there.
The keymaster is
yeah, the
down in
key-
his room.
Down
So
in the
we're in
pit
the room?
amongst
Yep.
his children.
So
is
you
the-
are on
So is
Or
this
no, I meant like where's the key master?
Yeah,
the
he's behind.
keymaster is in
Okay.
there. Yeah.
He's staying behind.
Yes. You continue to the edge of the platform and you see a 20-foot drop into darkness. From within the pit, you hear the croaking of hundreds of frogs and the sound of them hopping and crawling across the stone. This is not normal darkness. It is magical darkness. This is advanced.
No, that means
God damn it.
That actually means I can't see down it. I know the rest of you can't see in dark anyway, but I can't see in good. Because I did not take that invocation.
The keymaster says, I'm sure you saw the door. And he kind of holds up his hands like this, because this is what the slot looked like on the door. It was just kind of a round, spherical.
The same as the door I tried to.
Yeah, it was that door. That was the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant the new door.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The door you tried to pick had a spherical insert. And he goes, surely it can't be that hard to find. Good luck. And he leaves the door open, but he exits the doorway. So who's gonna try and find the key?
Can someone do something to get rid of the darkness?
I have rope, but I don't know how
I was
to.
gonna say, I
You don't have daylight?
Make an arcana.
Can you transform into anything that has?
I can't.
Oh my god, that's the exact same
Or
thing
no,
I found
no,
out
no.
all my arcana checks with an 11.
I don't think any of my creatures can see
It's
in
magical
darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see into it, which
Okay.
I already.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
not
see
worried
into it,
about
so you
going
can
into
automatically interpret that it's magical
Yeah.
darkness. And you can pretty much assume from this that it would take a daylight spell or stronger for it to disperse.
Yeah, daylight's a 3rd level spell. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you. Oh, I don't think you as a third one as well. I don't know.
I'm
Second.
not at that point yet.
Well, does anybody have something they want to throw down there and see if they can agitate the tiny creepy baby frog?
Toss my axe.
You
You
use
can
your
get it back.
axe.
I have.
Okay.
It's still down to it.
Yeah, I'm magical modded with it.
Cool.
Someone still needs to go down and get the key.
I was gonna say that Poppy will go down.
Got it.
I could also go down.
Everybody gets tormented.
I have
Yeah, I
a
know.
perception.
I mean, if someone else is gonna go, Poppy's not gonna go.
I
Nobody
have
will go.
I have a really high perception and I can.
Sure.
Because mine's a +7.
Yeah, I mean, whoever y'all,
I did the last thing, so someone does this. Someone else does this.
I can do this.
okay.
Alright. Unless anyone else would rather go.
I only did the last thing because
Oh
I
no,
made
please let me go into the creepy pit of frogs. Please.
I'm saying that.
Literally, like, I'm like,
I'm saying that out of character. Like, does anyone else want to
Yeah, is anyone else? God, please don't make me do this.
in character? Hell fucking no.
Out of character. Hell fucking no.
I mean, at least
It's
I'm
a
afraid
pit
of
of
the
creepy
frogs.
ass
Yeah.
frogs.
in character.
Okay,
I
but
did
they're
the
not the
last
normal frogs, they're the creepy frogs, right?
Actually, before you go down there, make a perception check. Actually, all of you can make a perception check.
Yeah.
That's actually okay.
Or wait, no, 6. Okay.
Hold on.
Still
good.
What'd you get?
Roll
17.
18 that time. Fuck you.
Okay, so everyone except Poppy, who's like, she's really thinking about Raise's mother's bread.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you guys notice that the tunnel has an air of sweetness to it. It would probably be safe to go down in the pit right now. Nothing's going to attack you.
Okay.
All right.
Poppy's gonna. Still, this is an idea totally unrelated to the sweetness. She's gonna pull the stone out. What's the jet black eye?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See if that'll do anything.
That's a good
It's an eye. Alright, Poppy's like, maybe it can see.
Oh.
And I can see through
It's
it.
just a really cool gemstone now.
Poppy's using her +3 intelligence really wisely.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Can I
Someone
just
guide
guide
this.
this?
This is someone with my face. Anyway.
Okay. So let me. All right. So how are you getting down there?
How